Why is the overlay not working? What's up, y'all? Lovely. Just how I love to start a stream, y'all, is fucking having to diagnose some shit. Always the best way to start a stream. Alright, let me go into the dashboard and find out. Give me a sec. Hey, Crix. Alright. Stream Elements did an update. Okay, there we go. There's some, I see it there. Nope. This isn't Twitch though. Crix. Alright, just be active in chat so like I can keep an eye on this shit. Yeah, chat is being censored. Alright, where's my session data? This is fucking stupid. Yeah. The layer's just not showing up. Alright. Let me see the overlay in a browser window. Well, this is going to be interesting. It is actually appearing in the previews for the editing of it, but it's not actually appearing in the final session of it. So if I actually open the browser overlay in a tab or in OBS, it is at present not displaying. Save that, close that. WD9A. WD9A. Refresh the cache. Hit OK. Hey! Vivo's the first one on the refresh. Look at that. Yes. I'm glad that wasn't too much of a faff. I wasn't in the mood to deal with it. Yes. Fucking hacker man. Left earbud died. Died in the middle of last night's stream, actually. Got new earbuds coming, but it's like 10% of the volume. Yeah. Mono stream. Viva first. Viva best. Oh, Viva. Amorous was first, and then Viva was second. Then Viva was first, and then Amorous was second. Oh, nonsense. Trust me, it's been that kind of life. It's been that kind of life. All I can say, my habit of fiddling with my earbuds is gonna. You're gonna see me do this like a bunch of times. I'm gonna come up and there's not gonna be anything there. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it even though it's dead, just because like I'm gonna be lost without the occasional like adjustment. It's just gonna be, oh, have you never nonsense? I have studio grade headphones. Yeah, like I have fucking DT770s. Right, like but there's no reason to be wearing this on stream. This is absurd. This is absurd. This is absurd. This is for truly enjoying like music. The bass reproduction on these, honestly, these are amazing headphones, by the way. Yeah. There's absolutely no reason to be wearing those on stream. It's completely absurd. There we go. Caboose. It's what I wear when I'm playing games. The bass reproduction and the fidelity on them is, honestly, it's astounding. It is truly astounding. Like going from like normal headphones over to the DT770s, it's night and day. It really is. It really is. You don't have to be an audiophile. You immediately, it's richer, it's deeper, it's more vibrant. The highs are higher, the lows are lower, the mids are more crisp and clear. Honestly, they're an amazing piece of kit. Yeah. Dude, I held off on getting those for years and years and years and years. But then, like 3-4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm getting studio headphones. It's that simple. So yeah, if I'm playing like a rich videos, rich audioscape style game, yeah, I'll put those on for sure. Or there's some music that I'm like, I really want to hear this, I'll throw them on. Yeah, Kaiser, I saw that. I have mixed feelings. I don't trust people who take you for granted and leave and then miss you and come back and then want to be with you again. I don't trust those people. There's a variety of reasons, but yeah, that's just me. Your mileage may vary. You're technically an adult, Kaiser. Not in the eyes of this channel. Nonsense, you shouldn't trust people ever. Nonsense, a man after my own heart. Yeah, Rev, I've had some bad experiences like that. Yeah, exactly. I just... It's usually a bad sign. And I know you still have feelings for him. I know you like him. But you're like fucking 12, dude. Trust me, there will be others. Others that don't take you for granted. Yeah. But that's that. So, everybody see, hashtag defund the police is canceled. It's fucking... Yeah, let's do one of these streams. Defund the police is hashtag canceled. Every single Senate Democrat voted in line with the Republicans on the fucking Tuberville what is this guy's first name? His fucking Tommy Tuberville. He's the Alabama state senator. He proposed an amendment that would remove funding from a city or town, from a municipality, that defunds their police department. Now, the question that Cassidy asked, that a lot of people are asking, like, if we take $1 away, like, is there a limit? I don't have the answer for that. I don't have the answer for that yet. A lot of people are asking that question. To what degree can we defund our police before we lose our federal funding? I don't know. It seems like a bit of a thing, doesn't it? But either way, every single Democrat voted in line with the Republicans on this amendment. So the amendment went to the infrastructure and budget bill that is making its way through through Congress. So it looks like in the future, if you want to defund your police department, it may not be possible to do that. Hey, Scotty. He was our football coach at Auburn in the early to mid 2000s, and it's technically pronounced Tuberville. Thank you, Fax. I'm okay with it. Thank you. Technically, it's pronounced Tuberville. I have the Bose earbuds. True high quality for earbuds. Nice, Chris. They've used that a few times, Rev. If you didn't change your drinking age to 21, then you would lose your highway funding as well. They've leveraged that a few times. Yeah. The federal government uses the federal funds to blackmail municipalities and states into going along with the agenda all the time. All the time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sven and Scott, fucking learn to go to bed. Cassie, I don't think they voted on it yet, so I don't have an answer there. But yeah, that happened a few hours ago. That was I don't even. After the army, I'm lucky to sleep more than 3-4 hours. Jesus Christ, they break you guys, don't they? Don't they, Scott? So here's God. I wish Glazy were here. I've got a bunch of like shit on Florida headlines. Here we go. Like, I wish Glazy were here. I may just save them all until Glazy. I may just start a folder of like fuck Glazy, and just like Florida headlines. Florida's death toll now exceeds DeSantis's margin of victory from his election. Florida has officially requested 300 ventilators from the federal government because they've run out and their cases keep climbing. Let's see, what else was it? The majority of Florida counties are reporting 4 times more COVID cases than their high of last year, just as kids are returning to school. Cassidy, yes, I do believe they do. I've seen a breakdown. Let me try and find it for you. Angie. Jesus Christ. Yeah, here you go, Angie. Transportation, other infrastructure, and it gives the amounts next to it. And then document attached. So if defunding the police is canceled, can you just cancel the police? No defunding needed. As far as I understand it, it's probably like if you eliminate your police too. But again, Tuberville amendment. Let me get the wording. Okay, there's his press release. Where is the actual amendment language? See, this is the thing. I've yet to see the amendment language. His amendment. I've yet to see the fucking actual amendment language. And it's not published on the Senate website yet. Which, by the way, can we just point that out? That the Senate is voting on shit that we don't have published? That's not sketchy at all. We haven't done this one yet, have we? I seem to recall, we have to pass the bill for you to know what's inside the bill. I seem to recall hearing that once or twice in my life. Jesus, Axel. New DeSantis is a clown when he uses his own children as a prop. Yeah. Hey, Puka. Hey, Fertus. How long until we can use the word merfolk as an insult for Floridians? I say we do it now, Rev. I say we start doing it now. Let's just start calling Floridians merfolk and fucking run with it. I like it. I think it's good. Remind me anytime I say like people from Florida or Floridians to like to say merfolk, and eventually we'll get it into my brain, and then I'll just What in the fuck are you on about? Hang on. I just want to search that and see if that's a thing. It's not a copy pasta. Yeah, exactly, Scott. Don't worry, the Patriot Act is to support patriotism. Trust us. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it too many times. Yeah, good luck, Angie. Yeah, anytime you respond to Glazy. What up, merfolk? Temporarily embarrassed Atlanteans. Dude, the Atlanteans were badass and cool. I'm not gonna fucking give the Floridians, the merfolk, any props. Make it a bot command. Okay. Alright, hang on. Oh, I'd have to script that. I can do that, though. I can do that. Florida merfolk Q command. There we go. Cool. I'll get it scripted. Are you even a patriot if the government doesn't want you jerk off? I mean, as many times as I've sent videos of me, like, you know, engaged in various sexual acts to potential partners and partners over the years, I mean, my FBI and NSA guys have had to have fucking at least popped a couple of woodies, fucking looking at my material. So I have done my duty as a patriot, right? I've gotten my NSA and FBI guys off. Just saying. I mean, that's on you. Did you on it? Feels like you should do it on it. Bill called to feed the children would mean eat the children. Yeah, for sure. American flag. Alright, so back that out. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye. Some other people keep an eye. Fucking, I want to see what this Tuberville fucking amendment looks like. Because it passed, like, with flying colors. And some douchebag, I forget who. I think it may have been Cory Booker or somebody. Like, it was somebody who knows better. Let's just put it that way. fucking came out and said something along the lines of, this allows Democrats to move past this like specious charge that we're for defunding the police and that we don't support security in our nation, or some fucking rhetoric like that. It's one of the Democrats. Nonsense. Is that Cory Booker? Was that part of his speech? Yeah. Said on a YouTube comment thread that I used my phone to check for tingleberries and some teenager called me a goat. I can't figure out how he knew I'm a Capricorn. Rev. Yeah, the Democops. This was funny. This was funny. So, yeah, January 6th, they all want to act like they love the cops now. So on January 27th, OAN, fucking One American News, that fucking crazy ass cult Trump bullshit wannabe news network, broadcast a segment interviewing an expert mathematician named Edward Solomon, who claimed to have found evidence of precinct level reporting that within precinct level reporting that the election was rigged by an algorithm. The basis of his claims was that he found several precincts throughout the country reporting exactly the same results at various times throughout the vote tabulation process. And when prompted by the host, he said, this is how he replied. As the likelihood of what he found being a coincidence, he replied, "You can use binomial probability formula, and the chance of the event happening is 1/10 to an exponent so large there's not enough stars in the universe. There's not enough atoms in the universe to explain the number. It can't happen naturally." Well, fun fact, Ed Solomon, he's not a math expert. He is, he is an individual with absolutely no college degree who installs swing sets for a living. How difficult is it to vet these fuckers? Right? Like, I just run an internet fucking stream, right? Like, I'll pull people on, like, on the fly. But if I were running a news channel, right? Like TV and shit like that, right? I'd be like, oh, we're gonna have a guest on. Oh, really? He's an expert in mathematics. Oh, what are his credentials? What has he published? Where did he go to school? Do we know if his degree is real? Like, it just seems like baseline due diligence. And none of these fuckers. And this isn't just OAN. CNN's got caught doing this shit. MSNBC's got caught doing this shit. Fucking Fox News has got caught doing this shit. CBS has got, ABC. Fucking people just managed to walk onto these TV shows, it seems like, and be like, yeah, I'm an expert. They're on the air. I just, like, is there no vetting process for these experts? Just me, though. This is like the guy doing fake sign language for Obama speeches to Nelson Mandela, you know, like, how the fuck did you get there? I know, right, Scott? Like, it just, sometimes it makes me wonder. It really does. It's like, how fucking stupid are these people running this shit? Vet me, I'm a math expert, trust me, dude. I mean, there are experts in mathematics, Fire. There are experts in mathematics. You know, Professor Emeritus of Mathematics at Cambridge University would be an expert in mathematics, right? Like, there's roles, positions, and careers and jobs that one can occupy and hold that exceedingly qualify you as an expert in mathematics, right? But somebody has to vet those credentials, right? Like, somebody has to be like, okay, so what are your credentials to be classified as an expert in mathematics? seemingly nobody did, because this motherfucker never, like, did not go to college, and he installs swing sets for a living. And there's one other thing that you're going to see if you see this headline. He was convicted of drug charges. I didn't bring that up initially because I don't give a shit about that. I don't think that the state's illegal, unconstitutional war on its own people in order to foment and further the prison industrial complex counts as a strike against somebody. But you're going to see that mentioned as well, that he's a convicted drug offender, he did not attend college, and that he installs swing sets for a living. I left that part out, though. Hey, Redacted. Kaiser, I don't know. I didn't even look into it. Fire, you have to remember, most news in this country is written for a 6th grade reading level or lower. I'm not kidding you. This is what you get instructed. If you do copy, if you do any sort of editorial work, or if you do copywriting, you get told numerous times, keep it at a middle school level or lower. That's the kind of shit you do. You don't talk about whether they're, you know, a professor emeritus of, nope, they don't, people don't know what the fuck a professor emeritus is. Right? Like, just knock that the fuck off. He's a math expert. That's how we write copy for this country. It's sad, it's pathetic, but it's the truth. Yeah. For twos, what kind of swing sets? Lower, and in terms of emotional intelligence too. Yeah, Rev said I learned that in high school journalism. Yeah, it's just the truth of the writing in this country. That's why if you use like technical terminology and multisyllabic words and obscure vocabulary choices, you get told that you're, you know, speaking above people, you're arrogant, you're, you know, you're academic, and you're talking down to people, that sort of stuff. It's like, okay, sure. Exactly, for twos. Facts, I've been told that. Yep. Bicoastal elitist. It's a good one, Cupcake. That's a fucking good one. Props. Has no one ever heard of asking what does that mean? Caboose. I had a mother that used to tell me, look it up. Look it up. Like, Mom, what is... Look it up. Yeah, I never got the fucking answer. I always had to look it up. These days, that's just what you do. You just look it up. Alright? That's why Wither drives me crazy. Asking questions when he could look it up. Fire. Journalism school in Canada says the same thing. You're writing for a variety of audience and literacy levels. Oh, God. It's links. I'd be interested to know if that's the same in places that have a better grasp of it. Like Norway or Hong Kong. Something like that. I would be curious as to whether they're writing for a lowered standard or not. Just the first thing that springs to mind. Oh, so, okay, so we were dunking on fucking, Florida. And this caught my attention because it was in my neck of the, like, my former neck of the woods. This is, Nashua, New Hampshire yesterday. So, this is the New England Defense Force. Let's just say the New England Defense Force has got a little bit of a... Oh, they've got a vibe. Let's just put it that way. They've got a vibe. A little bit white supremacy, you know, supremacy. that sort of thing. A little bit white national, that sort of thing. Yeah. A few fascistic qualities that Umberto Eco would point out. Yeah, critical race theory, Wilhelm. I mean, if you need stuff further than that. Yeah, they got a little more than just a vibe. Yeah. They, according to people on the ground who were there to bear witness to their bullshit, they were screaming about Jews, anarchists, communists, and critical race theory. These were their screaming points. I'd say talking points, but these were their screaming points, according to people who were actually there for the event. We had, Scott, we had a huge fucking discussion about it with, like, Rabbit one day. Back when this blew up. Yeah, we did an on-air discussion of, like, let's elaborate. 'Cause Rabbit's had to teach it before. Like, let's talk about it. Yeah. They're math experts. Yeah, oh yeah, just mask off about the Jews. Yeah, they were literally screaming about the Jews. I don't follow. Oh, who knows? I mean, I'm sure, look, you know. Scott, I was gonna fucking nitpick like a motherfucker, Scott. It's not a word, it's an initialism. I was gonna do it, Scott. My instinct was there. It was there, man. It was right there. I leaned in and everything. Fuck, it's not a word, it's an initialism. I pulled back, but I couldn't resist in the end, man. Did you see that Scottsdale? Oh, fucking A. Did you see that Scottsdale shit? Scott specifically, but everybody. I posted I posted it to shared content earlier today. Scottsdale police fucking falsely arrested a woman, stripped her, forcibly drew her blood after she denied them consent, then ran her image and her name through the media, alleging she was involved in a hit and run whilst under the influence and in possession of exonerating evidence at the exact same time they were doing it. And there is a massive expose done by one of the Arizona news stations. And like the police department basically came back with, well, we have a new police chief and he takes these things very seriously and he thanks you for the evidence that you brought to light for us, and we'll be looking into this further. Yeah. Well, I think, Scott, I'm hearing something over here. I'll be right back. Yeah, it was a fucking thing. I mean, yep, Cassidy, just like the guy who was in the psych ward when they fucking knew who he was, basically. It was a fucking thing. They even made up evidence, like straight up made up evidence that her skirt had glass on it from the hit and run. Here, let's watch. Jesus Christ, what happened? I can only assume she's white. Yeah. Let's look at some of it. Right, we're not gonna watch all of it, but let's look at some of it.
Special report now from the ABC 15 investigators. And how awful would this be? You're out in Scottsdale for dinner or drinks. Valley woman. She was stripped naked, had blood forcibly drawn, and her mugshot splashed all over the internet. Tonight, she shares her story with ABC 15 investigator Dave Biscabing.
It raises serious concerns about officers who refuse to listen and take a few extra minutes to learn the truth.
For the moment where it was like, oh my God, I've lost control. It's over.
Yes.
Don't care.
Because for the past 45 minutes, nothing Yessie Garcia said or did mattered. She was repeatedly called a liar and falsely accused by Scottsdale police. We'll get back to her arrest in a moment. But first, let's start at the beginning. May 24th, 2020, Yessie and her then boyfriend park in this spot around 8:45 p.m. Then around 10:02, this guy decides to jump on the hood and stomp on the windshield before running off. Yessie gets back to her car about an hour later.
The windshield was just shattered and I was just kind of
No
shocked.
idea what happened.
No.
Okay. A dude ran up and vandalized her car. She called the police.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. And at that time, there was some police officers on their bicycles not too far from there. And we got them.
Is this your car, you said?
Now here's what the couple didn't know. A half hour earlier, police were called to a hit-and-run pedestrian crash. And here's a map. This is where Yessie's car was parked. This was the hit-and-run. They're 0.3 miles apart. So when police saw the smashed windshield, case closed. And as you're about to see, nothing was going to change their mind.
I know that you're talking about.
This is the first thing a supervisor, Sergeant Brian Steele, tells Yessie.
Your car was just involved in a hit-and-run collision where a pedestrian was hit. And don't make faces like you don't know what I'm talking. But listen to me.
Oh my
Listen.
God.
Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate.
Listen to me. Leaving the scene of an injury accident is a felony. This isn't my first day. I know that you were driving and you were worried about it because you're drinking.
Imagine how that must feel. Imagine the impotent rage, the fear. The state is coming after you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
If you
I came
listen
to
to
get
me.
my cigarettes. You can ask the hi-fi security guard. Like,
Then how did your car have damage on your
I
windshield?
have no idea.
Okay.
I have no
listen to
idea.
me. Because of the nature of the incident and the injuries, if you continue to say we don't know that you're driving and you don't know what happened to your car, we're going to do DNA tests and all sorts of other
Absolutely,
things to
yes.
the car, and it's going to show that you were in the driver's seat. But the
It's a-
problem
it's
is,
a- listen
Her friend got the same treatment.
to me.
I'm not going to listen to you because you're lying to me. The
Yeah,
problem
but
is,
it's
as,
not
as you guys left, were involved in a collision, you
we did not.
panicked,
No, we did
you
not.
pulled over
No,
here.
we did not. No, we did not.
Okay.
You cannot pin that. You're not pinning that on us because that is
But
not the
this
truth.
is, you're not listening to me.
I'm listening to you.
You're not
saying that this vehicle
listen,
was involved.
Listen,
in
stop
a hit and
talking
run.
for a second. You're not listening to me.
Officers refused to believe they had just come from a nightclub and had been there for hours.
Let me show you the transactions. Let me show you the transactions.
I don't need to see the transactions.
Why? Why?
Multiple forms of evidence attempting to be provided. Cops refuse to even look at the evidence.
Because it validates my truth.
No, there's evidence that you can't dispute.
That's not evidence about anything.
There's a person that hit the windshield.
Nobody hit the windshield.
Okay.
This car.
All right,
we walked
I'm not going to
to-
argue with you, man.
Won't argue, but police would lie to him repeatedly.
I already know she was driving. I'm not stupid. We have witnesses and we have cameras.
Never, ever, ever talk to the police. Lawyer, lawyer, lawyer. They lie. They lie.
I'm trying to help protect you.
Shut the fuck up, Friday. Fucking Weed Brothers at Law. Fuck yeah, facts.
You guys now because now you're lying.
I'm trying to help protect you guys because now you're lying to us. I'm your friend. I'm your friend, man. I'm here to help you.
Lying to us. She has glass on her clothing like an explosion, like small
She had no glass on her clothing whatsoever, by the way.
shards of glass.
Sir, did you have glass on your shirt?
No, not at all.
Body camera video shows officers shining flashlights on Yessie claiming they see glass on her top.
If you look from an angle, there's little specks of it on her shirt. Yeah.
Where?
And like we said earlier, leading to her arrest, there was nothing Yessie could say or do to change their mind.
I said I didn't do this. That's all I could say. And yeah, I just wanted them to believe me.
She was taken to the station, and because they claimed glass was on her clothes, Yessie says she had to strip naked.
We want your clothes as evidence. Strip.
Pretty embarrassing and just humiliating.
Was that before or after they took your blood?
That was the first thing. And then they walked me out, they sat me down in this chair.
She asked to see the warrant first, but Officer Ben Roberson refused.
Okay, can I see that?
When we're done, I don't have time to waste you reading documents. I've served you, that's all I need to do. And if you don't put your arm out, you're gonna be strapped down. We don't want that. Put your arm out so we don't have to tie you down like an animal.
He also misses her vein and then blames her.
See, you made me miss by moving.
Here's what else police miss.
Inflicting harm at the same time as gaslighting her, telling her that it's her fault we're inflicting harm upon you.
Missed or ignored. This video, obvious, indisputable proof that Yessie is innocent. Officers had this surveillance video before she was handcuffed or brought to the station. An officer went to a nearby building, spoke to a security guard, had him pull up the footage.
The call came out at 10:48, so if we go back to like 10:40.
In the police report, Officer Nicholas Fay wrote, video review was inconclusive to show if the vehicle had left and come back or remained there the entire time, based on the constant pan of the camera. But that's not true. The camera pans back and forth about every 30 seconds, and the car always there. Police arrested Yessie for 2 counts of DUI and failure to stop at the scene of an accident.
Falsifying evidence. Lying on a police report.
Causing injury or death.
I couldn't believe it. I had cooperated. I had done everything that they asked me to. I guess the fact that they just wouldn't check the cameras.
Several days after her arrest, Yessie hired a defense attorney who tracked down his own copy of the video and sent police a timestamp version. That's when Scottsdale dropped the charges. But the damage was done because the morning after her arrest, her mugshot already on the news and all over the internet, even the New York Daily News. Yessie filed a lawsuit in late May, but she's dropping the suit. Attorneys tell her because of qualified immunity, it will be too difficult to hold the officers accountable.
Why are we sitting down here? Why is this the story you're willing to tell?
And there's the fucking point, folks. She can't even sue them. She has no criminal recourse. She has no civil recourse. There's nothing she can do. They stripped her. They assaulted her. They violated her Fourth Amendment. They falsified evidence. They lied on police reports. And they let a hit-and-run driver go at the same time. Because while they were busy trying to frame this woman for a hit-and-run she didn't commit, somebody who had committed a hit-and-run was still out there in the world.
To clear my name. And even for don't believe everything. I know everyone says that, but really you have no idea.
You don't know what you're talking about, Sven. You literally don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't matter. Qualified immunity still exists. Supreme Court decisions on these matters still exist. Case law still exists. Precedents have been set. This is a bigger problem than just get hired to the police department or go fucking get within the ranks and tell them they're fucked and blah, 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 blah. Like, this is a systemic issue. This is a big issue. Not just in Scottsdale, not just in Chicago, not just in New York, everywhere. They have literally no legal obligation to protect you from harm. That's a Supreme Court decision. They're not there to protect and serve. They're there to document and respond and document. They are allowed to lie to minors even in 49 of 58 states. They can isolate a child from their parent, lie to them, and get them to falsely confess. And that will be upheld in a conviction. It's been done numerous times. They can extrajudicially assassinate you and get away with it just fine, and then be protected under qualified immunity. They can rape you and be protected under qualified immunity. It's happened. It's not intended. It's not the spirit of the law, but it is the letter of the law, and it is how it's been wielded as a weapon time and time and time again. Yeah, qualified immunity is a problem.
Yeah, what that person in that mugshot really just went through.
If you didn't park in a spot with a surveillance video, I don't think that you're sitting here in front of me.
No.
I think
if that surveillance video didn't exist, and if the time cycle on that surveillance video had cycled, and the defense attorney didn't get to it, she'd be doing hard time. They would have literally fabricated a case against this woman. Prosecutors would have taken it all the way to court. She would have had no defense, and she'd be doing hard time.
there's a good chance you're in prison right now.
Right.
That's why, despite everything that happened, Yessie still considers herself lucky.
My heart goes out to all those people that aren't able to be as lucky as I am. That's a hard thought.
I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
When we reached out to Scottsdale for comment, a spokesperson told us the case was dropped only because the hit-and-run victim declined to prosecute, not because Garcia was actually innocent. To the department's credit.
Did y'all catch that?
When we later declined to Scottsdale for comment, a spokesperson told us the case was dropped only because the hit-and-run victim declined to prosecute, not because Garcia was actually innocent. To the department's credit, when we later sent video of the windshield stop, the spokesperson followed up with the following statement. Thank you for bringing that portion of the video to our attention. This video does bring up questions that need to be answered. This incident occurred 14 months ago. However, our new chief, Jeff Walter, takes these matters very seriously and has asked for a formal internal affairs investigation to fully review the incident.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to the old chief. Nonsense. And as far as getting into the police department and changing it from the inside, Sven, you've clearly never seen the inside of a police department. One, it's extraordinarily difficult to get hired to a police department if you are, one, intelligent, two, left-leaning, three, have any real ethical convictions, four, if you're not a part of the Good Old Boys Club or willing to be a part of it. People who go against the grain, who go against the status quo in the academy, get weeded out. they don't usually make it. They get special treatment. The police department ensures that they never really even get to the point of being in the department. And the ones who do, well, we have instances of whistleblowers. We have instances of cops doing the right thing. They're not cops for very long. They often get fired. Very often their families and their lives get threatened. There's even instances of police officers, one woman in particular, who had to leave the country because she dared turn in and turn witness against her partner who had committed a crime. It's not as simple as just saying it. And that's the criticism here. Is that to say we need to change the police department, oh, just go to law school, and do you think nobody's tried that? A couple hundred years of this bullshit. You're not the first person to think of that solution. A lot of people have. It's a big problem. Yep. Liberty. Scott. They'll funnel them to game warden, game warden, animal control. Yeah. Just to keep them out of the departments. It's a thing. They have a tendency to turn up dead, too, by the way. The oath breakers. Yeah, Lou. I've done the origins of and problems with modern policing too many times on this channel. I'm not doing it again. If you want, you can go back to the old podcast episodes. Sven, maybe that'd be useful for you. It's like episode 8 or something, maybe, of the Proudly Radical podcast. The origins of and problems with modern policing, or origins of and problems with policing. And I'll walk you through it. It's a much bigger issue. Oh, Amorous. Oh, Amorous. Speaking of, I'll have episodes on hating cops. If Kai and I agree on something, you can be sure it's completely fucking broken. I know, Scott, right? It's called death duty. It's also similar banishment in the medical industry for those who try to do the right thing and pay for it. Yep. Speaking of cops doing what cops do, Robert Hutchinson, premarital. Last instance that I know of that occurring was in Boston. Guy had turned federal witness on BPD. Yeah, he got shot in the back of the head. Whoopsie. Gemma. Actually, if you want to, Scott, if you want to do a fucking rant together, feel free. Metropolitan Police Force of London raided a activist and campaigner by the name of Robert Hutchinson's house. He shared a document on social media. Hey, Scott. So this guy shares a document, literally board meetings. He's campaigning against a controversial London property development, and a cursory Google search for the Leather Market CBS minutes literally produces the board meeting minutes as a link to their minutes document, right? He shares this on social media. The Metropolitan Police Force of London raids his house for sharing the property firm's confidential meeting minutes. It was found on a Google search on an unsecured server that they had published to themselves. The police are there to maintain the status quo. That's what they are. They're an arm of the powers that be. And if you need any more clear example of that, there you go. Right? Like this property developer, they're investing billions in this area. Well, those minutes are bad PR for us. Never mind the fact that they're a public-facing document on a publicly accessible server. Fuck him. Call the cops. Get them to do us a favor. They raided his house. So, how you doing, Scott?
I'm doing all right. I always have to like breathe for a few minutes before talking about cops. I get like, I get attacked from both ends in my community. Maybe not in not with the ANCAPs, right? But when I talk to right wingers, it's like they're super pro police. I'm like, fuck all of you.
Yeah, it's difficult to like not see that from an analytical point of view. That it's just like, look, they're a tool of the state. They're a tool of oppression. Like, how do you not get that? They've always been that. Like, that's their purpose.
I mean, I think the way that I try and attack it, at least from the right, is, you know, just the sheer amount of Supreme Court cases that have expanded their power. Right? Because like they're, you know, the right wingers have like a giant hard on for like the founding fathers. And I'm like, okay, well, like, let's look at all of the things that have like changed what cops were from like Robert Peel to now. You know what I mean?
I started Peel and my fucking like he alone is, they started bad and they only got worse.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, look at the fucking, like, look at the 9 fucking principles of Robert Peel, and it's like not a single one of them apply to the modern police state.
Oh, they barely applied to him when he was fucking using his fucking constables to run.
We don't tell the right wingers that.
Yeah, fucking.
Shut up.
He was right out of the gate.
We don't tell the right wingers that, okay? We
so
appeal
corrupt.
to tradition, okay?
Yeah, he was so corrupt right from day one. Who would have guessed a lord was corrupt?
Look, man, you got to make prime minister somehow.
Exactly. I mean, Rev, he had principles in name, maybe not in action. He wrote them down. If that counts. Dude, did you see that shit about the German nurse?
No.
9,000.
I don't have my finger in my pulse on all these fucking like little info stories.
Dude, 9,000 vaccines swapped out for saline.
Fucking why? Was it a South American country that is being punished by intellectual property and can't fucking get any access to the vaccine?
No.
Is that what it was, maybe?
No, it was literally a German nurse in fucking Germany.
Like she was like trying to like not vaccinate people because she's anti-vax or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she straight up swapped it. 9,000 people need to be revaccinated because of this one anti-vax nurse.
Oh my God. Well, I also have to wonder, were they boosters or were they initial dosage? It's like if they're boosters, like that could fuck everything up. You know what I mean? Because like you're supposed to get it on a schedule.
It's not even. It's both.
Okay.
It's across the board. It was a facility. It was a location, and so they were doing initials and boosters. Pfizer's.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I do remember the fake arm thing. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the politicians, like, well, I'm not a guinea pig. Fuck that.
Yeah, it was like, Jesus Christ, 9,000 people. Like she was busy. Right? Like that's,
I mean,
yeah. Like she was swapping out the back end supply apparently, and like for saline, like that's like, that had to be a bit of a grift. Like, I would have questions. Like, did no one notice?
That's clearly not the nurse alone.
Yeah.
Right? Like that needs further investigation.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, because
there's too many
as soon as one of those vials gets to another nurse, right? Like, you're gonna notice if there's puncture marks in a freshly unsealed vial, right?
And the vials are
the
vials are generally like capped with like an aluminum tearaway or a plastic tearaway.
Right. So like you got an alcohol swab the top usually if you're doing it responsibly, right? And swab, So like you're gonna notice that the seal is broken. So that's either an entire clinic doing something or someone with like more technical expertise that's like providing fake vaccines.
Yeah, like
that's
I got
not
questions.
one nurse.
Yeah, 9,000's a bit high. Fucking hypocritical oath. That literally breaks the hypocritical oath.
But yeah, like I was saying, like I think it's the Supreme Court cases are the key to talking to the right about this issue, because like we're never gonna be able to fucking do anything until we can get the right, at least a certain critical mass of them, right, to be anti-police.
Yeah, or at least be. Okay. God, let's channel our inner tanky. Critical support. You can support the tankies don't know what critical support means either, by the way. When you hear them fucking critical support for North Korea, it's like, you do realize what that means, right? Oh, wait, no, you don't. You don't understand what critical support means. Never mind, But yeah, if we could get some critical support from them, that'd be fucking great, at the very least.
Yeah, this new bill has me fucking enraged because the ANCAP in me hates government spending and hates the police. So it's just like, it's a giant fuck you to like everything about me.
Hey, we're going to spend $1 trillion, and while we're at it, we're going to remove your ability to address the budget issues with the police department.
I'm infuriated.
They're just like staring at you, literally at you, Scott, just right at you. Like,
it's funny. I feel like the anti-government thing and like the right-wing militia group thing was just like, we're looking at you, ANCAPs. Like, we know the anarchists on the left and Antifa are a problem, but like, we're looking at you.
Premarital at ANCAP Scott. Give South America till the end of the year and we'll all be better vaccinated than the red states. Everyone's giving us jabs. It's like the little children fighting over who owns a toy, except it's the entire world region. Yep.
Probably. Yeah, probably. By then, the unvaccinated and the vaccinated will have spread fucking new variants so much that it won't fucking matter.
Cassidy, you may be correct, actually. They may be doing the 9,000 just because there's no way. It's like vacating a police officer's arrest because he got caught planting evidence in one. That there's no way to fucking know at that point, and like, it's better safe than sorry. Call them all back.
Yeah, that's true.
I do love that fucking Florida's death toll now exceeds DeSantis's margin of victory. Jesus Christ.
Well, I had fucking people that were like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but there's so many people on the right that were like so happy about DeSantis. And I was just waiting for DeSantis to do something fucking authoritarian. And boy, did he not fucking completely shit the bed on that.
He's a piece of work.
Yeah, I mean, like, they think because he's right-wing populist that means he's good. And it's like, no, dude, like, he's going to do all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah. We had some guy in here one day fucking yelling about how DeSantis is going to be the next president.
All right, well, that's half the country, so maybe not.
I just, yeah, like it's you could all feel Scott digesting that information, couldn't you? Like, just as it washes over him, like, sure. Yeah, and the rest of fucking Texas is telling Abbott to kick rocks, it seems like. All the other school districts and cities are like, yeah, sure, whatever. We're not allowed to do masks. Okay, cool. We're going to do them anyway. Fight us.
What do you mean it's not half the country? So what is it, fucking 44% of the country? It's enough people that, like, you shouldn't talk about mass fucking depersoning. We'll say.
Oh, and Siberia's wildfires at present are bigger than all other wildfires in the world combined right now. Yeah.
I mean, you know, did another meteor hit?
Siberia's just straight up on fire. Just straight up.
Those Russians will be fine.
They've
weathered worse.
The Siberian smoke is like at the North Pole, like the geographic, not the magnetic. It's literally up there at the North Pole right now. It's like the North Pole has like a cloudy sky right now from the smoke from Siberia.
Did they figure out like what started it?
Not that I'm aware of. Like, fucking. I mean, it could have been the fact that they hit 118 degrees, and you know,
DeSantis versus Harris. Who would I vote for? See, there's this really cool thing, right, that I'd like to tell people. The lesser of two evils is a bullshit fucking argument, okay? Just vote your fucking conscience, okay? Because a vote, when you vote for the lesser of two evils, is a vote for the system itself. So I would vote for neither. They can both fuck off.
Yeah, there is no, like, it just... Yeah, look, I hate spoiler candidates and shit like that, but that's a perfect opportunity to just be like, you know what? No. Just no. I'm not.
I mean, just be a single issue voter and vote Green Party or vote Libertarian or vote Constitutional. Or
yeah, I'm not voting for.
Write in fucking Cthulhu. You know what I mean? Like, exercise your right to vote and do a protest vote. You know?
Yeah, I'm not voting for Kamala the cop, and I'm not voting for fucking DeSantis the ghoul. So we can just knock that question right the fuck off. Like, neither of them. Period.
I voted for Cthulhu in several elections.
Yeah, like that's there's no like harm reduction there. They're both terrible. They're both terrible. Yeah, that's a fucking thing. Wilhelm, Jewish space lasers. Ravy Gravy, welcome. Right now I'm just having a chat with fucking Scott, who is another streamer. What you need to know, what should you know? You know, the government isn't your friend. It's not here to help you, generally speaking. And cops should never be trusted. Always lawyer up. That's what you should know. I
mean, don't speak to the cops. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not a suspect, right, and they're just trying to get like a witness statement from you or something, you know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe. If you're doing a First Amendment audit and you're fucking one of those weird people from my community, not that I know if any of them are in chat, like, you know what I mean? Know what the fuck you're talking about before you do that, because 99% of the people that do First Amendment audits have no idea what the laws actually are. And other than that, don't talk to the cops. Be respectful, right? Don't get your ass kicked for no reason.
Dude,
you know, sue them later.
One of the most infamous cases here in the Valley was, and Ravy, since you're fucking new, the Valley would be Las Vegas. Here in the Valley was this guy who was up on, I'd say the north side, but it's like actual geographic north, not North Las Vegas, which is a specific, you know, zone. But up on the north side, the cops were fucking beating the shit out of this dude across the street. And he walks out onto his own front yard, and he's watching the cops, and they fucking, dude. He ended up getting, I think, like $130,000 settlement out of them, because there's video of it. It was video.
Hey, I have a funny cop story for you. So I know a guy, we will call him Bubba. Fair enough. He is a friend of my grandfather's. His wife cheated on him. Now, this is Appalachia. Sorry, let me start with this. This is Appalachia. His wife cheated on him with an African American, right? So he finds him and beats the crap out of him and is screaming racial epithets as he's doing it, right? I'm sure you can guess the one. He's dropping the hard R and beating the crap out of him, right?
As you do.
So then he leaves after beating the guy up and goes to the gas station, and a police officer comes. And this police officer apparently is also a member of the Klan and saw what he was doing and thought, you know what? I'm going to recruit this guy. Except what he didn't understand is that Bubba actually isn't racist at all. He just wanted to beat up this guy for sleeping with his wife and wanted to like hurt him.
Yeah.
So he said the most hurtful thing he could. So then he commences to whooping the cop's ass for being a racist. And from every account that I've ever heard, no one was more confused than this police officer in his entire life than this guy who he just watched beat up a black guy and call him the hard R, beating the crap out of him for being a racist. And they like didn't even charge him with anything. They just like let him fucking go because they didn't want the embarrassment, I guess.
Oh, the good old boy networks. Like the small town Appalachia, the holler, the fucking back up in the hills, fucking small town New England, that sort of shit. It's like, yeah, you know what? It's easier just to not deal with this.
It's like, nah, you deserve that ass whooping. Like, you know, like, oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
So he just like assaulted a cop and a dude and said a bunch of racist shit and went home and slept in bed like a baby.
Yeah, no, the dude here fucking was just observing the cops from across the street, and they started doing that fucking you're interfering in a criminal a criminal investigation. Back up. He's like, I'm in my own fucking yard. What do you want? Like, you're across the street. I'm not in your way. And one of the cops gets right up on him and starts shoving him, and he shoves him and he trips and falls to the ground. And the next thing you know, they just all sort of like instinctually pounce.
Right. Just for the record, Hester v. United States 1924, along with Katz v. U.S. 1967, your property doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Open fields doctrine, curtilage, egress, porches, none of that shit fucking matters. Not unless you're in your goddamn house.
Yeah. It's, they settled, I think it was $130,000 they settled for.
Nice.
Yeah. Ravy. Oh, I've seen that video. Yeah. If you lived in Vegas up until 2016, Ravy, yeah, you've seen the video of the dude. You know the dude. Like it was well known here in the Valley. Where Ravy, you're not here anymore, so I don't mind asking you, what part of the Valley were you in? Let's see. Yeah, do we really want to put it down in paper that this guy beat up a cop for being racist? Yeah, exactly, Lou. Oh, fucking A.
You had a cop walk into your house? Like, was it like plain view doctrine shit? Like, was it a Horton test situation? Like, how did they get into your house?
And Rev's in Alabama too, or Arkansas or Alabama. It's one of the A's. So Rev, feel free to add context that Scott's looking for there. No warrant, no cause, no invitation. He proceeded to threaten me when I was a minor with no parent present. Arkansas. Yeah, sorry. Rev, I'm like, it's an A. It's one of the redneck A's. That's all I remember. Arkansas. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, that's super illegal.
Ravy Gravy. I was in Henderson near Green Valley Parkway. We used to be neighbors, Ravy. Not direct neighbors, but we used to be neighbors. We were at least just no more than a few miles apart. Yeah.
Yeah. Kai doesn't give a fuck about doxing himself, apparently.
I've talked about the general location I'm in before.
Yeah, I just give a city. That's all you're getting from me.
So yeah. I mean, you know, we know.
Well,
we know.
My first lovely point of dealing with the police was I was a young kid. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not want me to?
No. That was something else. Go ahead.
I was a young child in sixth grade, and this was only a couple years after September 11th, and it was in September, and I was at a friend's house, had a backpack, grabbed a can of lighter fluid for my Bic, right? And then I'm ADD, so I fucking left it in my backpack and forgot about it. And I was on a bus a couple days later and realized, oh shit, this is still in my backpack. So I zipped it up. And I get 4 police officers put me in handcuffs and question me for like, I don't fucking know, like 4 or 5 hours, right? Until the end of the school day when my parents can come get me. They charged me They charged me with a few crimes, and they're asking me all kinds of questions. You know me, I'm being a little asshole. They're like, have you ever read the Anarchist Cookbook? And I'm like, yeah, it's a great fucking book. Like, I learned that you can tie a brick to mail and mail it back to people, and they'll never send you junk mail again, which was not helping my cause.
Give me 1 second, Scott. Anemone 11. Are you a drug addict, you sunk cheek bitch? Oh, boo-boo. Is your life so empty and devoid of meaning that that's what you want to try? I mean, I'll give you another attempt. Just because I'm not fat and overweight and huffing up the steps like your dumbass. You want to try again though? Either way. So back to you.
Yeah, and so long story short, because I don't need to make it longer, a teacher eventually quits because of rumors at school, and believes that I was there to kill her.
Oh, Jesus.
And I got in-school suspension for an entire year. And
holy shit.
I was given an entire year of in-school suspension. I was charged with inciting a riot because of the school rumors that I had nothing to do with. Those charges were eventually dropped. And then in my entire year of fucking in-school suspension, I realized that I could get my classwork and homework done like immediately, and I could hang out in ISS and read whatever fucking book I wanted.
Now I got free time.
I was like, holy shit, this entire system is bullshit, and the cops are fucked. And so like I was like anti-authoritarian since I was like in 6th grade. I was like, oh, this entire like it was just like the wool got pulled from my eyes way too fucking early. And then from that point on, every single teacher I ever went to got a packet on the first day of class talking about how I was like a terrorist and a terrible kid. And I mean, I've had several teachers tell me like, oh, you have to drop my class or I'm going to fail you because I don't want you in my class. You're a problem child. Get the fuck out of my class. And I was like, oh, these teachers don't give a fuck about you. The public school system doesn't give a fuck about you. The cops don't give a fuck about you. All of these people care about is that you keep your fucking head down and you behave the way you're expected to behave.
Yeah. Straight up. Yeah.
So I fucking hated the cops since I was a teeny little tot.
My run in high school was with our fucking, we didn't call them SROs then. But because I was like first generation Columbine. I was a sophomore when Columbine happened.
Oh yeah. You're a couple years older than me, I think.
Yeah. And so we, oh, this is fucking hilarious. Your hat isn't straight. What's with that? Some gay signal like an earring? Just excuse me for a moment, Scott. Oh. Anyway, that should be fun.
You didn't even have to, dude, like, he should thank you. Like, that's 2,000 channel points. Like,
yeah.
Fucking.
Sorry,
like, no redemption.
So my first run-in, my only run-in with our SRO, yes, an Eminem, I like sucking dick. Yes, I am gay. What part of, how do you think this is an insult to me? You're like, the sky is blue. Water is wet. Like I don't know what you're trying, but it's just either try harder or go something. Either way. So I get called into the fucking office and this guy sits me down and he goes, I heard that you're really good with computers. I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah. This phrase will live in infamy in my brain. Are you on the good side of computers or the bad side of computers?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much my reaction, man. It's pretty much my reaction. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, I have no idea what you're asking me at this point. He's like, well, am I going to have to worry about you? I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I don't really know, but I mean, I don't think so. Like, all right, I'm not kidding you. It was that short. I was fucking dismissed. Hey, Garden Variety Cat Lady, thank you for the sub. It's not popping for some reason, but thank you for the sub. I saw it. I'm like, okay, so my stepdad's a fucking judge, right? Like, he's a fucking judge. I went
right?
home,
like, what are you talking about?
I went home and I fucking mentioned this. I'm like, yeah, I got called into the school resource, to the cops office today. And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, he asked me if I was on the good side of computers or the bad side of computers. Wait, the officer at your school called you into his office and he talked to you without us there, without us present. I'm like, yeah. My stepdad pulls out a fucking phone. He calls the chief of police. The fucking chief of police by that night has the school superintendent on the phone. The next day, my parents, the chief of police, and the school superintendent are all in that cop's office having a meeting. For the rest of my high school career, he wouldn't look at me in the eyes. They fucking shut him down so fucking hard. I used to open doors for him whenever I got the chance. If I saw him walking towards a building, I would sprint ahead of people to fucking hold the door open for him. Just so he'd just look away. Like, he literally would not look at me. Straight up. I tortured him every chance I got for the rest of my high school career. Fuck him. That's what he gets.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I love it.
Let's see. Hey, Garden, thank you for giving us a troll that got my money. Well, Cat Lady, thank you kindly. Let's see. Fucking. I'm just gonna. Oh, you're not gonna pull an Office Space on me, are you? See, the funny thing was he did have something to worry about. Let's see. Hooray for reactionary idiots and the content they provide. I know, right? But this one doesn't seem to be actually providing any content. So, whatever. But yeah, there's a few incidents. I have a few of those stories where, it's like, yeah, you just call the Good Old Boy Network and it's like, you don't know what you're doing yet, do you? You're about to get a call from your boss. And that's how this is going to work. It's like, that the more infamous one I've told before is when the fucking NHP officer here tried to impound my car and arrest me on the highway.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah,
I've heard that
one. It's like, no, no, that's not how this works. Like, that's just...
Anemone, you need to go check out Daily Stormer or something and up your troll game. Because this is really bad.
No, this is the thing. This is how you get banned on the channel. Honestly, white nationalists have full on, we had a Swedish neo-Nazi and shit. We'll have the conversation. You know how you get banned? By being just boring. Your troll game is shit, man. You're not going to get a rise out of me. You're not going to get me all fucking emotional and tilted, as the kids would say.
Do you want to clip this? I love white people too. I prefer not to date them, but I love them nevertheless.
Clipped. Fucking. Yep, Squid had a Nazi when Rev was working. Yeah, it sounds like one of those Twitter bots that only posts 140 characters tops. Yeah, I have noticed that about that class of person. It always seems to top out at 5 words. They never seem to put a full, complete, complex set of thoughts together. And then
what if it's really just the CIA? What if it's the feds and they're just testing their AI programs to see how well they troll?
On behalf of the anarchist milieu and the proletariat, CIA handlers, if you are monitoring, if this is one of your AI bots, you need to go back to square one. It's shit.
Cope.
Maybe. Oh, thank you, Lily. Maybe hire somebody decent this time. Check out maybe Carnegie Mellon. UC Berkeley has a bunch of really good programmers. You could always go back to the well at MIT, but if that's what you were using for this idiot, then you might want to, skip a class or two at MIT and go Berkeley or Carnegie Mellon. But
also my favorite troll, Oive Goyim 1889.
Oh,
you gotta check him out.
Oh no, yeah, there's a bunch of the Oive Goyim accounts though. There's different numbers attached and different dashes and underlines and shit.
No, the 1889 is the original because it's Hitler's birthday.
Well, you see, those accounts get burned so fast.
Yeah. Well, I think he's Happy Merchant now.
Oh, is it okay? Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, the Oy vey goyim thing is pretty fucking.
I can tell when he gets banned because like I lose a follower and then like the next stream I get a new one. You know, like I'm like, oh, he got banned again.
It happens. It happens.
It's like I don't care.
Yeah. Fucking. Let's see. Still doing, yeah, still going off about like white girls or something. I don't know. Either way, fucking.
See, Anemone, the problem with white girls, right, is some of them do have very voluptuous behinds, but they don't have like the singular wave, right? Like when it moves, it doesn't clap per se. It kind of just goes all over the place, and there's something just special about a melanined butt that just like moves in a singular wave back at you, and it's just wow, it's peak.
Bye, Ravy. Take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by.
Cassidy Reeve, you don't count because you're in Louisiana, and if you got some Creole in you, you might have just enough of that special melanin.
How would Scott be jealous? You don't.
I mean, I have 2 children by a white lady. It's just, it's not my preference.
Yeah, but I mean, how would your preference for a little flavor and a little jiggle fucking make? How is that jealous?
It's more than a little jiggle, Kai.
Well, fucking a badonkadonk. All right, hold on. But like, how is that jealousy? Like, apparently you're using words and you don't know what they mean. Is English your first language? Because that could be an issue here. Like if English isn't your first language, then we'll cut you some slack on your trolling. I mean, if you're fucking trolling in another language, then fair enough. Credit where credit's due, I suppose. All right, give me 1 sec here. Oh God, it's an Office clip.
So me think, why waste time? Say lot word when few word do trick.
There you go. Oh, there's the 5. I mean, granted, this one has a contraction in it, so technically we could grant him 6, but there's the 5. I'm Australian, you dumb a-hole. Well, I know a librarian in Australia who might be able to hook you up with a book or two. Maybe if you do some reading.
You really should increase your vocabulary because it's so sad. Because hearing an Australian woman speak is beautiful, but somehow I feel like you'd ruin it for me. I feel like I'd never find that attractive again.
Angie wants to know if you like white Hispanics.
White Hispanics? No, they're cool. They're cool. I like them all. I'm just saying. Have a certain affinity for the down and dirty Atlanta,
Attaboy. Scott and I have similar tastes.
And yet so different.
Yes. Wildly different, but still ever so similar. Let's see. Joe's even, gotta agree with Scott. Yeah. Like, fucking, you need a little flavor in your life. It's so sad that one of the 7 people that live in Australia is so dumb, said Premarital. I just, Rev, every now and then Scott comes out with something I agree with. Holy shit. And Louitron, thank you for this sub. I don't know why the alerts aren't popping today, but either way, things have been weird. I had to reset fucking Stream Elements too. Fucking Twitch has been iffy. But Louitron, thank you for the subscription. Tier 1, first time. Thank you kindly, Louitron. And then fucking like our friend from Down Under. The only race hate is commie media against whites.
Go kiss a camel spider.
Oh shit, there it is. There's the straight up just there's the mask coming off. They the abos. Yeah.
This is a meme I'm not familiar with.
Oh, Aboriginals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucked, dude.
Yeah. I was like, and there's the mask, just clean off. And there it is.
It's interesting. I would have thought as an Australian that I would have thought China would have come up first.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Emrys. Yeah. It's Australian racism. Go on, ban me, mod tyrants, can't be fair. So you just want martyr status. You just want to feel like you're a victim. You want to be silenced by the intolerant left for your racist views. Right? And I'm not going to grant you that kindness. We're not going to ban you. Right? Unless you violate TOS, and then we have to report your account in addition to banning you. So, just saying.
I don't think the Aborigines are known for communism.
Not really. Communitarianism.
Yeah.
Oh, boo-boo. It's not happening. Anyway, Stalin was from Straya. Yeah, more of communitarianism, but no, not communism, for sure. Nonsense. Do you feel your impotence? I know, you're so bad at this, you can't even get banned. Like, do you understand how shit you are at trolling? You can't even get banned. Like, anybody can get banned, man. Stalin, Georgia, Australia. Wait, I forgot how stupid your hat looks. Oh, shot through the heart. I don't give. Okay. Wait, here, hang on. How about now? Is it better? Is this better for you? Do I look better? Is this so much cooler now? This is the look you were waiting for? Or how about this? Is this doing it for you? Like, do you think I give two shits about your opinion, man?
Like, I can come up with better trolling than that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to make fun of his hat, like, you have to combine two levels of hate, right? So, like, let me help you out here, right? You don't say your hat looks stupid, right? What you should say is something like, can I just do a dig and know that this isn't personal?
Go for it. It's not personal. Go for it, man.
So, like, the right way would be you combine homophobia, right, with how stupid his hat is, right? And you can't just say something homophobic. You have to go a level beyond, like mask on homophobe. You got to mask off it, and you got to, like, go one step away, right? This is the structure of trolling. So the appropriate way to say is, when you turn your head back, you look like one of the Beastie Boy members, except they got AIDS.
That's decent work. It would roll off my back. It wouldn't bother me, but I would respect. If you came at me with that in chat, I'd be like, holy shit, man. Right? Like, that would at least carry some punch. Right? Like,
right, because it's like I'm making fun of your hat and I'm making fun of you for being gay, but, like, I'm going deep with it and a little hurtful, you know? Yeah, like, but just a little bit, you know? Yeah. Not enough to get the rage, but enough to get the trolling going, right?
Exactly. Like, even chat's like, fuck, yeah. Like, everybody agrees. Like, that's how you do it. That's the formula, right? Like, that's how you approach it. And, of course, this dumbass fucking just comes with, this guy sounds black.
I don't even talk like that, on God.
Oh, fuck it, eh? Like, it's just, you're not even good at it. Nonsense pointed out. This stream is actually trying to teach your lame ass to be more effective. That's how weak you are. You came in with such pathetic, limp-dicked energy that we felt sorry for you as a troll. We're like, all right, boo-boo, let us help you, because you suck at this.
Right, it's like joke construction. You know what I mean? It's the same premise, right?
Let's see.
It's really actually what you see. This is why the left can't meme anymore. Is not a real thing, right? It's just that the neoliberal fucking Gen Z left that, like, just follows the narrative can't meme, right? But see, the reason the left historically has been better at jokes is because it's about subversion of expectation, right? And the anarchists, they never lost that because it's all about subversion, right? Rules for radicals, right? The same thing that makes you a good anarchist is the same thing that makes you good at telling jokes. You have to subvert expectations and then stab.
Yep.
That's what you got to do with the joke. You got to let it the AIDS comment is like it takes half a second and then you're like, oh, because I'm gay. Fuck you.
Yeah, but it works. Cuts deep. It's a good deep cut. Who dropped this? It was Cat Lady. Let me hear this.
What are you hiding? What does the diary tell you that it doesn't tell us?
It tells me that goose-stepping morons like yourself should try reading books instead of burning them.
Tells me goose-stepping morons such as yourself should try reading books instead of burning them. Yep. Yeah, like you're just fucking whatever. I wasn't trying to attack you. Rev goes, yeah, your mom wasn't trying to attack me either, but fucking A.
But we ended up wrestling anyways.
Just because you a jerk, I can't agree with you, commie evil stuff. Hey, what time is it in Australia? Hey Gemma, what time is it in Australia? What time is it there? Shouldn't you be in like school or something right now? 7 p.m. Oh, all right. So it's after school. Okay, cool. It's recess. Yeah. Do they know swears? Is there a filter on their Wi-Fi? Yeah. Isn't it time for like it's 6:15 p.m. Eastern? Okay, cool. So it is actually after school time for them. Then yeah.
This is how you know that infrared isn't online right now.
Oh, fucking. Have you ever? I think I've asked you. Have you ever interacted with him yet?
Have I interacted with him?
Yeah.
No, because I don't feel like being screamed at and then immediately banned.
See,
like it's just not worth it for me. Like I'm not going to get any exposure or anything. Or meet any cool people. Like I came here initially just to try and to just not troll you, but to get a little bit of fucking your audience to recognize who I was. Now I have friends here.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, does your co-host know you hang out here?
Oh yeah, he doesn't like it.
Okay, fair enough. I wanted to know that. And I love Gemma's apology. I'm sorry, Kai. I thought our education system was slightly better than this.
It's not. It's not. This is what public education does the world around.
Links, gay, jerk, hat looks dumb. I actually feel bad about how outmatched this kid is. Caboose, we're not going to bring him left. All we're going to do is get him ostracized from his team. So he has no choice but to join us.
That's not happening. And besides, we're already ostracized. All the fucking ANCAPs on Twitch are like hardcore gamers. That's all they do, really.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the only one is Young Ripa, right? I'm sure you know who Young Ripa is.
Yeah. He's the fucking
Geeks and Gamers guy. Yeah. I mean, he does podcasts and stuff, but that's all YouTube.
But back to reality. That, yeah. Oh, back to reality. Why do have a hat on insult on inside? He meant with his correction. Why do have a hat on inside? Man,
are you intellectually disabled? Like,
I'm starting to feel bad about picking on you, man. Like, how
like
old?
I kind of feel bad now.
Yeah, like how old are you? Like, there's something going on here. Like, I feel bad for like I feel I'm punching down, and we're not supposed to punch down. I don't.
Yeah. It actually feels like if I had any inkling in me to believe in power dynamics, that I would feel guilty.
No Foucaultian analysis on this one?
No, fuck that. Fuck Foucault. Foucault's not that bad. Lacan can go suck a... Lacan pisses me off.
Yeah,
it's because his shit doesn't work with English, and you have all these academics being like language is a barrier, and it changes the way we think, and it's like oppressive because the words formulate our thoughts. And it's like, dude, do you not understand English? Like, you do realize that like the black community has their own fucking language, and that like Shakespeare just made up 1,700 words, right? Like LeConte literally makes no fucking sense in English.
Fucking cat lady. Cliff Notes. That was the Cliff Notes, basically. And as far as Cliff Notes for Foucault go, specialization in power dynamic analysis, or from a position of interpersonal relationships, as seen and analyzed by a dude who had some sketchy personal activities, shall we say. Let's just leave it at that.
I like his theory of the panopticon. Like, I think that works well for a modern society.
I think Foucault works. I think a good chunk of what he put down works. Just don't read the letter that he signed on to. Just don't read that letter and you're fine. That letter is a fucking nightmare. And then you're like, oh, wait.
All right, Kaiser, thanks for the virtual hug. I appreciate it.
So the question is, which brand of Slav is this troll? Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian?
No, I think if I had to guess, I'd say Estonian.
Estonian. He just
you got to go deeper.
He just called me a skank. He said band.
You know what? Can I bring? I just want to say this. You know what word we need to bring back? While we're oppressing women, we need to bring back the word harlot.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, like that's a word that has fallen out of use, and it's like it describes like, you know, like the TikTok person that's like vapid and like just shaking their butt for views.
Rather than thought, we should use harlot.
Yeah, because it's not like they're the S word or the WHO word, right? Those words aren't descriptive. They're just mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, I think harlot is one we got to bring back.
Even if we don't use it in its original context and we repurpose it, I'd like the word back.
Yeah.
The word is a good word.
Yeah.
It's got a good mouth feel. And do you know the difference between an anarchist and a commie? Because you keep saying commie, but you don't seem to. I don't think you know what a communist is either, quite frankly. So, you know, the fact that you keep calling everybody in chat and myself commies, I don't think has the punch that you expect it to, because none of us believe you know what the word communist means. So, you know, that.
I think I don't remember the conversation we had this morning. Why am I so cranky? I'm not cranky.
Sounds kinky. Great bedroom word. Yeah, Beasticle.
Right?
I want debauched back. Yeah, we're taking degen back. Fucking Flower Prince. So I mean, debauched is a good one too. I'd be
debauched
down.
Is okay. Debauchery is a much more powerful word.
Let's see. Yeah, Kai, you dirty harlot, you showing all that ankle. Damn. Debauchery is the best parts of life. Shitlinks. Stop being a Grumbletonian, said Rev to you.
I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry.
I'm an anti-com, to be honest. I hate the devil's minions, says a minimum. I
think most of us hate commies.
I mean, there
might be a couple of ANCOMs here, but
we have a bunch of ANCOMs in community, actually. But I think that's adorable. That I knew it was going to happen. I knew there was going to be at least a few of them that start right down that path. Hail Satan, fucking like as soon as you did that.
What's funny is that I guarantee I hate communists more than he does.
Sale Hayton, yeah. How can the partisan divide be bridged when conservatives and liberals consume the same political content yet interpret it through their own biased lens? Asked Bath Time Giggles, I think was the name that went by. Bagheera, that's a whole other fucking conversation. it would have to be what context are you using COVID passports in? If we're talking like to go to the corner store, that's one thing. If we're talking about traveling internationally, that's another. We already have those. Not a big fan of statism, which that is heavily reliant upon as a function, to be a function thereof. But I could tolerate it at least. But yeah. Hey, Panda, what's up, man? Yeah, links. Yeah, I know. Immunization records aren't new. It just depends to what degree we're talking about. Whether we're talking about the French version of like to go to the corner cafe now, you might need sort of thing versus international travel and that sort of thing. So, you know, same shit, different day. How you been? You know, ups and downs, Panda. Random Freaks, thank you for the follow, and then Bobby or whatever from a while ago, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Satan Panda showed up when like we started the Hail Satan shit. Straight up, like we summoned Satan Panda. That's how that works. You can summon Panda. Nice for Juice. Then who gives a shit? I'm slowly but surely coming to the position that Scott already occupies. That it's already endemic. It's going to be endemic. We need to just change our position and how we deal with this and how we address it, because it's not going away. We're not going to achieve herd immunity. We're not going to stomp this virus out.
It's just like we've had like 4 fucking different variants at this point. Like it's shown to be a highly adaptable virus.
We're down to Lambda right now. Seriously, we're down to Lambda. I mean, no, Sven, like it's a late show. Like when this stream ends, it's gonna be fucking early AM for me. 5 Lambda is a thing now. Yeah, there we go. We're all going to have brain damage and half of us will get ED. It's too warm right now, but I want to snuggle my pillow. Oh, Kaiser. You and your pillow. You and your pillow are adorable. Let's see. Do I have any other headlines that I want to fucking... Oh, that was a weird one. Another one of those mice trials. Because, you know, every 5 fucking seconds, there's like, oh, this has been discovered in mice. Fecal transplants from young mice reversed age-related decline in immune function, cognition, and memory function in old mice. Indicating some potential causal relationship between the microbiome and various aging diseases.
The new frontier is the gut biome.
Yeah. Caboose, what is it with poop? Yeah, you don't want to know how they introduced it either. It was not a pleasant methodology. Let's just say the word slurry was involved. Yeah. And did you see that fucking Belarusian headline about Lukashenko fucking in Russia? Lukashenko said that Belarus may integrate into Russia with no loss of sovereignty.
Yeah, I did actually see about that. Like fucking bullshit.
Well, I mean, if you're already a puppet state, you know, it's like no extra loss. It's, you know, you're already a fucking shill of a puppet state, so what's the difference? Lakes, and I already know too much. Yeah, it was not a pleasant methodology. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, and yeah, I don't think I had any other headlines that fucking mattered to me today. For the most part, it was the police ones that was really fucking annoying me. Kentucky mandated masks in all schools, though. That was a thing that their governor actually did. But yeah, I wish I could get the fucking language on that amendment, but I cannot seemingly source it. If somebody wants to try and get the Tuberville or Tuberville or whatever the fuck that douche's last name pronunciation was, I think it was Tuber. I think whatever. Either way, that amendment that passed because all of the Democrats in the Senate voted with the Republicans on that passing that amendment. Fucking with the infrastructure bill that if you defund your police, then you lose federal funding. So I'd love to see the fucking language on that because multiple people, including myself's first thought was, so if we decrease the police budget by $1, do we lose federal funding? Like, how does this fucking work? What's the language in this shit? And as near as I can tell, it's not published to the Senate website yet. So
the only thing I can find is like his breakdown on his own website.
Yeah, I've seen his press release numerous times.
Yeah, but it's like I can't find any actual. I'm checking Yandex just to see if I can find it on Yandex instead of Google.
As near as I can tell, Viva, yes. Those are words. Those are words, and those are words that you can, like, normally you could string those words together and make a coherent thought. But in your case, you opted a different direction. Skillroo. That sort of thing. It's always an up and down battle. My legs are on fire right now. So, it is what it is. Nonsense, it said it was voted 99-0. So, there you go. Bernie 2. It's one of those things that I guarantee... oh, boo-boo, Pookie. My heart is breaking now that I know your true opinion of me. Whatever shall I do? I will regret this day for the rest of my life moving forward. When I'm laying on my deathbed, I will look back at this very moment and be like, oh, I disappointed.
He or she had to get rid of the apostrophe and the E because then that would make it technically 6 words, Svenka. That's why it's not actually grammatically incorrect. Like the bot just doesn't allow him to go above 5 words.
Oh, and Angie timed him out for 120 seconds. Is shit a step up or down from jerk? Oh, Lynx. I suppose that would be a regional thing. Some people are going to see it as step up. Some people are going to see it as a step down, I suppose. Well, 1165. Thank you. Maybe. All right. Yep. Tuberville.
I've like accepted finding this bill as like a personal challenge now.
Rev, check Rev's link, but yeah, because it's that like live updating of shit. Like, ugh, God, I hate this fucking degree.
Oh yeah, no, fuck this. Not right now.
It's so just a nightmare fucking reading this stupid parliamentarian language. Okay, so that's that. Amendment, rural areas, period of availability, additional funds to support medical needs. Oh, by the way, the Tuberville Amendment was proposed by Schumer. Oh God! I mean, you could go cross-eyed reading this.
Yeah.
Funding for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to detain certain criminal aliens.
Here we go. I got it.
Hey, radio! Thank you for the resub, radio. We're just trying to find language on something right now. A summary in progress.
I think this might be the precursor. Because it has the same name, but the last action is May.
Detentions, length of detention, immunity. I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't feel right.
No. I'm saying it's not the same amendment, but this is the precursor.
Oh.
This was in May, but it's the same name, which is the Empowering Law Enforcement Act, and it's proposed by the same Senator Tuberville.
Yeah.
Which might be why it's difficult to actually find the amendment in question because of this previous bill.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm really interested to see this fucking finally somebody parse all this bullshit and get us an answer on this, as to what does this mean? Oh God. I mean, see, okay, so if anybody's wondering what we're parsing through and what we're having to look at, here's an example of what we're reading in chat right now. Right? Just go ahead and give that a look. And that's the sort of shit we're having to parse live. And just like, oh yeah, sure, for sure. Trying to find where this relates to any defunding or drawing down of funding for the police, municipal police departments, resulting in loss of federal funding. Yeah, fucking nightmare. Ugh. you know, talk to about it. Yeah, I look forward to seeing somebody break this shit down. Because, like I said, yeah, like the only thing that like readily is being produced is the fucking Senate press release on behalf of his office.
Yeah, and it's just his public statements. If a city council believes the woke thing to do is to cancel the police department, then they shouldn't expect the federal government to bail them out. What the fuck does that mean?
There's another name Carter. Yeah, except you can't just skip everything in parentheses in parliamentarian language. Sven. It's not that simple. Yeah, there are no specifics given that anybody can. I love Vuvuzuela. Fuck the Vuvuzuelas, dude. Those things are obnoxious. Yeah, my amendment is simple. If a city council believes the woke thing to do is cancel the police department, then they shouldn't expect the federal government to bail them out. Yeah, see, the Empowering the Law Enforcement Act allows state and local law enforcement to enforce national immigration laws. Probably not empower them, but force them to. Which undermines a whole host of libertarian and fucking other tactics. Like that's the number one libertarian methodology for undermining like gun sanctions, is to just not enforce them. If the feds want to come in and enforce it, they can come in and enforce it, but otherwise they generally don't have the law, the manpower to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part of the Mises Caucus's thing right now is state level secession from federal mandates.
They just don't enforce it, and if they want to, they can, but they can't.
I mean, just to let you in on a little bit of the secrets, like I'm in Mises Caucus meetings in multiple states, and that seems to be the focus of the LP right now, is to try and win executive things like mayoral, like chief of police, things like that, and then just not enforce federal laws.
Yeah, it's de facto nullification of law.
Right.
And yeah, it's you know, it's not bespoke, it's not unique to them. But yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the libertarians fucking pushing that for a couple of years now. They've been moving some ground on that one.
We've got a couple of sheriffs that are doing that already. There's one namely in Georgia.
Ties their funding and willingness to engage with ICE. Yeah, it sounds about right. Gemma found a clause that he tried to add regarding excluding trans girl from sports.
Yeah, that's old. That didn't pass.
Yeah. Yeah. The Empowering Law Enforcement Act, the ELA or whatever the fuck, is a different thing. Yeah, we're looking for Tuberville's or Tuberville or whatever the fuck his name is, his amendment to the transportation bill that just got passed in the Senate, or the transportation and budget. I'm sorry, infrastructure and budget bill that just got passed in the Senate. Fucking Tuberville filed an amendment that supposedly cleared. That would reduce or eliminate federal funding to local governments that defund law enforcement departments, and nobody fucking has any details. Like, this is one of those, like, did they do this? Like, where we have to pass the law for you to read. We have to pass the bill for you to be able to read the bill. Thank you, Nancy. Fucking A. That clip will resonate in my head on my deathbed, probably. Like, just her obnoxious voice. Fucking, you have to pass the bill for you to read the bill. Yeah, I'm still bitter about that one, folks. Yeah, Prince. Yeah, no, it's not public. Yeah, we know. Trust me, we're trying. But anyway, there are multiple reports coming out of Washington that have indicated that it cleared, that the amendment cleared. So, don't know, but it was happening just a few hours ago, that sort of thing, and we came on the air, and we have been sort of investigating it live as we go along, trying to find out if we can hunt this down, if we can find any trace of this fucking amendment's language, these sorts of things. But yeah, it's going to take a minute. Hey Scott, MTG got kicked off Twitter and Rand Paul got suspended from YouTube.
Wait, who's MTG?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, well, I mean, fucking who didn't see that coming?
Yeah. Space lasers.
But fucking Rand Paul?
Yeah, Rand Paul got suspended
for like
from YouTube.
COVID misinformation or something?
Yes.
Because he's a fucking doctor that disagrees with the narrative?
Well, he's fucking, I mean, yes, but I mean, he's way out of his wheelhouse.
I mean, yeah, sure, but he's a fucking senator. You don't get to do that.
But yeah, he apparently he posted a video in which he was talking about how over-the-counter masks don't prevent infection.
Oh yeah, we've known that since the outbreak. I mean, sure, they might work a little bit until, you know, you stuff it in your fucking glove box and put it on 30 fucking times. Like, it's not helping you.
I doubt he added that nuance. But yeah, that's what got him taken. Yes, he's an ophthalmologist, if I remember correctly, Cupcake.
Yeah, he's an ophthalmologist.
Yeah. I love that tweet though. If you ever feel like you're too old to do something, just remember Jeff Bezos was already 29 when his parents gave him $300,000 to start Amazon. Oh. Oh, interesting. Unvaccinated may not be allowed to enter Canada for years. If you're planning on traveling to BC, you're gonna need to be vaccinated. Blah 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 blah.
If you're gonna like a Republican, Rand Paul's probably the one.
Pass. Yeah, and people are saying it looks like MTG is gonna get fucking perma banned this time. She's got a 1 week, but it looks like she's probably got a perma ban coming down the pike somewhere.
Maybe this will be maybe this will be what we need to get rid of Section 230.
I mean, it needs.
I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
It needs revamped. It needs an overhaul, but there's room for a version of 230. I don't want like telecom carriers to be liable for shit people say, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like we need a version of 230. Now, as to whether the revamped version of it excludes Facebook and Twitter is another conversation entirely. But there's room in our world for, like, look, I'm sorry, the telephone company can't be held liable for you saying stupid shit on the phone. What are we gonna do? Live filter phone calls now too? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
you know, I mean, you know, Apple's already making sure they scan all their photos and send them to the FBI, so...
Oh, come on. They're hashing them, but, I mean, they aren't scanning them. It is a form. Like, nuance, but, you know...
I mean, it's happening, is it not?
Hashes are being compared at an algorithmic level.
You're right, but that's the first step. It's like, save the children, and you're like, well, that sounds like a good idea. And then next thing you know, they're like, we're also going to use this to stop right-wing extremism.
Yeah, no, I know. Trust me,
then they come after my group, and then they come after yours.
Yeah. It's usually the fucking like incel chuddy Timmy McVeigh fucking white nationalist sort of territory. It's usually misogyny, white national-y territory, and then they expand out from there.
Right. Well, you go one step away, right? So you go from like them to like anti-government anarchists that are already right wing.
Yeah. Oh, boo boo Pookie. Hey, a minute.
You didn't get banned.
Do you want to come on the air? Just play along.
Oh my God, please.
Just play along. Do you want to come on the air, Pookie? Do you want to have a conversation with shit for brains here? Interesting. So the new comic Robin's coming out as gay. I mean, yeah. The original Batman Robin relationship was mildly inappropriate at best.
Right? Come on, like
You're at work on your phone. Sure. I will tomorrow. But right now they're on their work, their phone at work. If anybody's running a bingo card, feel free to mark down cowardly chud or whatever the fuck we have for that. Yeah, Rev said mildly. Like I said, at best, it's mildly inappropriate. At worst, it's straight up grooming.
My favorite is that in the 1950s there used to be a phrase for like a come to Jesus talking to, and it's in several comics from the 1950s, and it just says he just needs some hard dick.
Oh yes. I am familiar with this one. And also the good old fashioned who used it a lot, like I want to say Dickens may have used it a lot. And he had no. It was Sherlock. Sherlock Holmes says it a shit ton as he ejaculated loudly. It means to yell, to exclaim, right?
Yeah.
There's a few of those like old bygone turns of phrase that if you see them now, you're like, okay, all right, sure, that too. So apparently a is claiming to like either run or have a pub in some capacity. I just like people pointing out that that they're being a lazy commie by by mooching off the boss by spending work hours on the phone instead of actually working.
Well, I mean, you seem to be spending a lot of time on here. Does that mean that your pub isn't doing too well?
I mean, it's a pub in Australia.
I mean, it should be busy no matter what. I mean, the food must really suck.
Are you essentially the Australian pub owner equivalent of Donald Trump in a casino? Like you're managing to run a pub into the ground in Australia.
Gonna be huge.
Gonna be huge.
You know what? That is fair. Australian is fucking authoritarian as fuck with their lockdowns. I saw them bring out the helicopters for two teenagers on a rooftop one time, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Still the best interview ever given was that Australian kid that they even made a movie based on that kid. The one who threw the party.
Yeah.
Mad respect to that kid. Mad respect. And fucking going on TV, like shirtless with the sunglasses on and just refusing. Are you going to apologize? Nah. Like, it was a fucking...
We got a party, man.
Yeah, it's a fucking banging party. Like, why would I apologize? Like, yeah, Project X, I think, was the name of the movie that they based off of that kid's party. It's like, respect.
Apparently I still have hope, and I'm not black-pilled yet, because I keep searching for this Tuberville amendment, like it actually fucking exists publicly.
Yeah.
I'm just not black-pilled enough.
Let's see. Here he is. Corey Worthington. I love that kid. Fucking, there he is. Yeah.
People turned up, the air wing of the police force, a short-term strategy. You're going to have to talk to them eventually. What are you going to say?
Sorry.
Are you sorry?
Nah.
Yeah, I am.
You don't sound very sorry.
But I can't be exactly blamed for everything that happened because it wasn't in the house, it was out in the street and I didn't do it. He said, you stay inside so you don't get in trouble, so I did what he said, so...
Why don't you take this opportunity now to apologise to your parents and to your neighbours who have said today that they were frightened?
Well, I've already offered to say sorry to them and stuff when I see them, so... I will say sorry now for everything that happened.
Why don't you take it?
Why don't you stop being such a miserable cunt? This is a miserable human being. Laugh at people to misfortune like greedy commie slaves. Oh, you're adorable. By the way, love the hate.
Come on here.
I love the hate watching. I have a storied history with hate watchers. They make up a significant portion of my metrics. The only metric I've ever been proud of is my retention rate. It's almost always close to my average watch time is almost always close to 80% of my actual stream time. I'm very proud of my retention rates, even with the hate watchers. The hate.
If any of you, what did he say? Greedy communist.
Greedy commie slaves.
If any of you greedy commie slaves want to come hate watch me at any one point in time, please feel free to do so.
Fucking, what's your, let's see, it's Fabian Liberty dash Scott.
That's it.
Or just,
no, dash Scott is just my name.
Okay, so.
Just Fabian Liberty.
There we go. Shout out in chat. There you go. Nonsense. Yeah, and fucking, hey, let's spread it around here. Fucking, there's nonsense as well. Probably not going to hate nonsense as much as you might hate Scott. Nonsense is a little more difficult to hate.
What are you talking about? You guys would love my content. I did a deep dive tonight before coming on stream about government regulation and how bad it is and how we have to get rid of all regulation, and then about hierarchy of rights and private property rights under anarcho-capitalist forms of regulation that you guys would just call a pseudo state. You'd love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys would fucking love it. Links. God damn it,
no, you gotta know your enemy, which means you have to watch me. Okay.
Yeah. See, I don't because I can just bring you on air.
Shut up.
I
love you guys.
I can speed run it. Fucking. But your head is so ugly and weird. Hey,
or you can be like Angie and you can just watch me to move my hair.
Yeah. Scott's got some fabulous hair techniques. Yeah.
My hair's thicker than cold peanut butter.
This troll is so boring and lame. Now he's making fun of your head. So the Tuberville amendment that was voted on was non-binding. All right, cool, Cassidy. So the amendment was non-binding in its current state. So rock on.
What the fuck was the point then? Was it just to get Democrats to say that they're against fucking defunding the police?
Yeah. No, I think that's exactly what it was.
Kaiser, don't threaten me with a good time.
That's can I get a video? Just saying. Me and my dude can tap in sometime. We can make it a group thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Senate Democrats tried to defuse GOP budget drama. Let's see. Hours later, Senator Tommy Tuberville tried to offer a non-binding change to the budget relating to opposing defunding the police. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. We'll see, but it looks like it's a non-issue at this moment. So, I'll take it. Oh god, he just said gay with the GHEUI. I don't believe for a moment that you run a pub because I think you're 15. And you shouldn't be here. Jesus Christ. Hot takes in the pancakes. Yeah, if you're under 18, you're not supposed to be on this stream, and I don't believe for a second that a grown-ass man who's responsible for the management of a facility that serves alcohol is sitting on Twitch in the middle of the evening during hours.
No, you forgot they said they were a female.
Oh, did they? Oh, I don't. I haven't paid that close attention to them, to be perfectly honest.
I can't see their chat. I'm stupid.
I just popped it.
This is way back.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus Christ. Gross. I'm female and I don't even like that. Oh, so as a black man. Straight up. I don't believe.
Yeah, I'm part Melungeon. I'll claim black. Let's go.
Gemma said you give him credit for 15. I'd say more like 11. Yeah, I don't believe you're female either. Oh, the pub is shut. Then you can come on the air. Cool. Well, I'll expect you. You're gonna get on the air, right? Anima said they're female. Yeah. Total as a black man energy. Yeah, no, for sure. Like straight up, like Who shuts a pub on 7 p.m. on a trading night? Because of Corona ruined my business. Well, then you can get on the air. I'll give your business a shout out. We got a few Australians. We can spread it around. We got a few Australian streamers as well. Like, who knows? Who knows what could happen? Who the fuck knows? The world and the internet is a weird place. We'll fucking plug your pub. So come on the air, and we'll have a conversation about how I'm gay. Because pubs shut down, right? Like, you got nothing to do, and that was your only excuse for not coming on the air, was that you were managing the pub.
Silence.
Yeah, Trump's Twitter. I'm just, I'm old. I miss Bushisms. To me, the height of making fun of a president's dumbassery was GW. Just the Bushisms were amazing. But yeah, Trump's Twitter was a thing.
We got a saying in Tennessee.
Maybe it's the same in Texas.
Shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again.
He was so fucking. It's like, man, did you go to Princeton?
Yeah. No, Obama was smart as shit. Evil, but smart as shit.
I mean, that's what a lot of people don't forget about Clinton too. Is he's a fucking Rhodes Scholar. Right? Like, you say what you will about them, but they knew what they were doing.
I mean, Bush was really smart, but I mean, he had a serious problem keeping it in his pants.
Wait, Bush or Clinton?
Clinton, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. So,
does it make me weird?
L, what's up, L? I'm sorry it doesn't pop. It's fucking weird today. But L gave me the resub with the Bezos bucks, fucking making Daddy Bezos pay me some money out of his pocket. For fucking 6 months straight. Look at that. Hey there, L from Discord. My favorite philosopher. How are you doing, L? And as far as fucking that last statement goes, I'm talking to you on voice today doesn't make me weird. Those are words. Again, those are words that you can definitely put them together. Doesn't necessarily make a coherent statement, but you can do what you did. Oh no, Gemma, he was actually smart. That's the scary part. Is he doing a Q drop? Is this a Q drop?
I mean, I will say this, like, when I was applying for grad school and I was like looking at like my GRT scores, and I was like, I wonder what Harvard Law is, right? Because Harvard Law got rid of the needing the LSAT, right?
Did they really?
So I was like, oh, I wonder what they got rid of that a while ago.
Okay.
So most law schools are actually just moving to the GRT. And so I was like, oh, I wonder what my scores are. And then I looked at my scores in comparison to Harvard, and I was like, oh, I'm in the 80th percentile in math, and I'm in the 95th percentile in English, and I had a perfect score on my writing. So like, there's not really any comparison there. And I was like, oh, okay, like this is literally just connections and like rich white people shit, and or like you have a really good story that like they feel bad enough about that they'll shoe you in.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of infamously what Harvard.
It's like Ivy League school is complete and utter bullshit. Like I'm smarter than your average Harvard law graduate, and I'm not saying that as like a brag. Yes. I'm saying it as a diss at Harvard law students, right? Like Ivy League is such bullshit. Like it's harder to get into UVA than it is Harvard.
Yeah, they're just better connected. That's all. It's a good old boy network. Hey Kaz, I hope you get your head at least a little squared away, Kaz. Hope you're doing a little better.
Has anyone checked on Squee?
No, nobody's fucking. I haven't heard from Squee since he fucking came in and said I'm on vacation and I'm drinking.
That's kind of what I was saying. I was like, has anybody checked on Squee?
Kaz. Oh, Kaz. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm not, Yeah, that's rough, Kaz. That's fucking rough.
Oh, I'm out of the loop. I'm sorry.
It's just personal. But just know Kez is getting fucked, and it's bullshit. So, yeah. Yep, exactly. Just gotta fucking suck it up and carry on. It is one of those situations usually. Fucking bullshit life. Alright, so fucking I'm talking to you on voice today doesn't make me weird. I'm not on voice. I think Anemone just had a fucking stroke. That's all. Like, I think a minimum maybe like chatting from a hospital bed right now. I don't think he's Australian either. And yes, I know they said that they were female. I don't buy that either. I don't think he's Australian either. I think they've been using the bar supply. Hey, never do your own supply, man. Never do your own supply. It's rule number 1. My bet is Bulgaria or one of the stands. Yeah, Emrys said, if you look at how university ranking works, it's basically a circular system that makes it so the more prestige you have, the more you get, and doesn't really have much to do with quality of education or quality of students.
Yeah, I'm just going to interject here for anybody that may be in undergraduate, okay? If you are an undergraduate, your grades do matter, okay? I'm not saying your grades don't matter. Your test scores matter. But the number one thing you need to do if you are a freshman or a sophomore in college is you need to kiss a professor's ass that does research and volunteer your time in their research lab and be a fucking slave, okay? An unpaid slave in their research lab. Because if they like you and you do a decent job, that is how you get recommendations to grad school that actually matter, okay? I know it sucks. I know it's not right, and I know it's not fair, but if you want to get into a decent grad school, that is how you do it.
I just want to take this moment I officially, we just hit 2,600 followers, and just because, you know, the IT stuff, 2,600, I don't know if you know that fucking number, Scott, but it's a very special number for security folk of old. So officially, I'm 2,600. I've been above it, I've been below it, but yeah, right now, we are literally even on 2,600. And I took a screenshot behind the scenes just because. How much sarcasm can you fit into 2 minutes? Let's see.
Law enforcement by voting yes.
Alright, let's give it a look. Captain Crunch gang whistle, Captain Crunch whistle gang represent. Fuck yes. I just 2,600 is a big deal for a generation of fucking people that I won't call the H word, but let's face it, we're the H word.
I call on my colleagues to support our law enforcement by voting yes for this amendment, opposing my amendment.
Hey, get off your shitty island and push it closer to the rest of the world and you'll get a better internet connection.
Is a vote in support of defunding the police.
Let me crank the volume on this.
And against the men and women in blue.
The gentleman's time has expired.
Madam President.
Senator from New Jersey.
I am so excited. This is perhaps the highlight of this long and painful and torturous night. This is a gift. If it wasn't complete abdication of Senate procedures and esteem, I would walk over there and hug my colleague from Alabama. And I will tell you right now, thank God, because there's some people who have said that they're members of this deliberative body that want to defund the police, to my horror. And now this senator has given us the gift that finally, once and for all, we can put to bed this scurrilous accusation that somebody in this great esteemed body would want to defund the police. So let all of us, 100 people, not walk, but sashay down there and vote for this amendment and put to rest the lies. And I am sure I will see no political ads attacking anybody here over defund the police. And I would ask unanimous consent to add something else to this obvious bill. Can we add also that every senator here wants to defund the police, believes in God, country, and apple pie? Thank you.
Jesus Christ. Oh shit, you weren't kidding. Who fucking who was that fucking sent that my way? Flower Prince. You are fucking kidding by how much fucking sarcasm you can fit into 2 minutes. Wow. That was holy shit.
He still fucking voted for it.
I mean, that's kind of
non-binding resolution.
Yeah, that's
the lack of fucking balls.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point, though. Like, if we all vote for the like fuck defund the police, like, does it provide political cover? It's a bit of a stratagem.
I was about to say, it's that fucking Saul Alinsky shit. We don't like that shit over here in Ancapistan. We want fucking principled people.
It's a stratagem. Like, if you're going to put a non-binding resolution up that basically says, that allows me to vote for it, but does nothing, but allow me to say that I was against defunding the police. So when you hit me with this shit come campaign season, I can come back with, well, I fucking voted for Tuberville's amendment. Like, all he's doing is providing political cover for the Democrats at that point. It's kind of a stupid move on his part. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't know it was non-binding. I didn't know, like, if it's a non-binding, like, it literally does nothing other than provide the Democrats with political cover.
Bad Gara, I'm not getting on. I'm not going to say anything about it on the stream. After the stream, if I'm still awake and you want to hop in Discord, you can have a discussion. But trust me, your solution to, like, me saying never call the police shows that you don't understand the horror that this chat would be on about if they understood my solutions to the policing situation.
Yeah, let's just not go there. Let's just not go there.
I'm for defund the police, but
yeah. We're gonna just, in the words of Senator Booker, we're gonna sashay away from that.
Everyone keeps saying what's wrong with Saul Alinsky. It's just I just don't like I prefer honesty and being principled.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. There's no such thing as a fair fight in the street.
I mean, I get that. It's just I think truth and honesty wins out over the long run.
I think the United States has proven that that's not true.
Well, the United States is a young country.
I think the British Empire showed that. I think the Roman Empire showed that. I think all of Europe has shown that. I think human history shows that. The liars and cheats win, man. They win.
Dude sounds like a sleepy jerk. I'm not even sleepy. That's what's funny.
I love that they haven't had like a legitimate thing the entire time they've been here.
I gave you bro. I gave you, and I'm using bro unironically here because I know you're a dude. Like, I gave you the formula for good trolling.
Yeah.
Like, it's a simple math equation, right? You connect two things, one obvious, right? The other obvious, then you take the other obvious thing, and then you subvert expectation. You connect the subverted expectation with the obvious thing, they see the link between the two obvious things, and they win.
It's just, like, I mean, even I would, like, he's not, I'm not even bother. Saul advocated for underhanded methodologies, manipulative methodologies. Alinsky's tactics include deception. Not for the community organizing portion of it, but the turning a system against itself portion. Yeah, he advocates for deception. There's no moral judgment. There's no ethical judgment. It's you do what you got to do when you're being oppressed and coerced. And that's just the nature of the battle. But I mean, you know, it's not a completely left field unfair critique.
Yeah, I'm not being crazy by saying, you know, like, what is it, like, make the enemy live by its own rule book or something, right? You know, like shit like that, where it's just like, I'm not gonna follow the rules, but I'll make you follow your own rules so that you can be weakened. And it's, yeah,
It's you know, oh, you confused him. What? I'm confused. What was the first thing? Oh, adorable. Just adorable.
Never mind. Yes, Svenska. Yeah, I sleep like 4 hours a night tops.
The first thing was a singularity.
No, Machiavelli. Pause. Machiavelli gets a lot more fucking. He deserves a lot more slack than Saul Alinsky, because Machiavelli. You have to understand that Machiavelli is a product of his time, right? Like, you're dealing with like just him trying to define what is an effective king, right? He invents politics. I mean, it's fucked up, but I mean, you have to understand it's a product of his time.
Kaz, take care of yourself. Reach out to people, Kaz. Just reach out to people. Talk if you need to talk. I'm okay with Machiavellian tactics too. I've been, like, since the Podbean days, maybe, I've been telling the left they need to be more accepting of Machiavellian methodologies. Like, we don't have to go full blown, but like there's a little too much high roading. It's like, guys, when the person when your opposition is more than willing to, like, roll around in the muck, like, it just crawl under the barbed wire through the mud, right? Like, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you got to get dirty too.
Svinka, relax. I'm not coming on to you, bro. Don't mistake my cheery disposition and my crass humor with me wanting you, Svinka.
Oh, Scott.
Just saying. I like the exact opposite of you.
Basically, yeah. Almost. There's one aspect that I'd be like, that's not opposite, but I mean, yeah, basically like 98%, 99%, like literally just polar opposite.
If I was gonna come on to a guy, I would have to lie to myself and it would have to be someone in like Bangkok or something, if you catch my drift.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you'd need to like.
I'd need some obfuscation. You know what I mean? Like I'd need like to bury the shame a little bit under enough makeup and pretty dresses.
Fair enough. I don't do the makeup, but I have really good legs and I look good in a skirt, Scott.
No, it's not enough.
Fair enough. I don't know what I look like full done up. I've never done it.
It's those druggy sunken eyes and that backwards hat that doesn't do it for me.
I don't know. I've never done drag. I've never done any cross-dressing of any sort. I don't know what I look like made up in a more feminine aesthetic.
You gotta get a Chinese person to do like wedding makeup for you, like really go all out, somebody that really knows how to change genders.
Jesus Christ, Caboose said, if you're gonna come on a guy, you gotta pull out first.
That's not how you do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fucking Kaiser. Oh shit.
I have seen Kaiser in a maid outfit. Yeah, like full on, like French maid. Yeah, made up.
Pay attention. Do you see this? Revrov. That is how you troll.
You look like you look like Tony Hawk found the fountain of youth, but it was laced with heroin.
Right. Two obvious things linked together, and then you subvert expectation. He flipped my method.
Amazing. A little round of applause for you as well there. Rev doing some proper there. Fucking what, Bagheera? Like, we're having fun here. Like, what's your fucking thing? Refused to answer my statement. All right, first off, can we just address that? Bagheera, you want my attention, you just got my attention. Kai refusing to answer my statement. You've got a formula problem there. So what portion of your statement should I answer? Because you made a few statements. How far back should I go? Was it the one prior to that, the one prior to that, or the one prior to that? People who want police to be defunded aren't the people who will have to deal with the consequences once there's less people patrolling these communities. I don't know. Like, it seems that a good portion of the Portland community wants the police defunded, and they'd be the ones dealing with it. Like, I mean, do you have hard examples of that? And even so, if we were talking defunding, which, by the way, defunding the police is it's just bad slogan work. Admittedly so. Bad slogan work. But what Defund the Police is actually about is a reallocation of militarized police resources into more social services that handle mental health crises, drug addiction, and first responders style things more effectively and more directly than sending a dude with a gun and a stick out to it. Right? This is what Defund the Police actually is about. Now, in most instances, when these propositions actually get put forth at the municipal level, it isn't remove the police department, though there are advocates for that, both on the left and the right in some instances, as evidenced by Scott. But most instances you find of defund the police are merely a reallocation of police funds into other social services. So your lack of understanding of the nuance may be able to be identified as the problem with the optics and the slogan itself, or it could be more relatable to the fact that you haven't actually looked into this issue at all. Either or, it doesn't really matter, as I've just explained it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't listen to his statement at all, but like, just to add some extra things, like, black people make up 27% of all police interactions, and they make up 13% of the population, right? So their communities are over-policed at double the rate, right? Why are they over-policed at this rate? Is it because there's just so much more crime, right? I mean, yes, if you want to look at the statistics that the Bureau of Justice and Statistics puts out, you could say things like, well, blacks commit 51% of violent crime despite making 13% of the population. According to local police departments' numbers, which is already sus as fuck, but assuming that that is true, they're not there, like, doing no-knock warrants or like grabbing drug dealers off of street corners, right? What they're doing is they're sitting in a fucking cop car, waiting, looking for a black male between the ages of 16 and 25, driving a vehicle some portion of the night, finding a reason to pull them over for a minor traffic violation, using the Horton tests and plain view doctrine, right? And then using this as a means to pull them from their vehicle, right? Using the Carlos v. United States doctrine so that they can have access to the vehicle for whatever fucking reason they want, violating your Fourth Amendment rights. But since the Supreme Court said big government good, we're all happy with it. And then they're trying to find the smallest amount of weed in your car so that they can get an arrest record, so they can get another collar and they can put you in jail, right? So part of defunding the police is just not doing that, because it's not helping. It's just putting fathers in jail so that the black community doesn't have their fucking fathers anymore. That's the right wing answer.
Bahira, I suggest you take a step back and stop making declarative statements about people in chat that you know nothing about too while you're at it, because you're making yourself look stupid. Oh, are we boring you? I got more staying power than you, motherfucker. Trust me, I got plenty of dudes that'll go to bat on that one. I got way more staying power than you. So either you're going to be here till the end, and then we're all going to make fun of you for fucking hanging out with the evil Satan-worshipping commies for the entire stream, even though you supposedly hate us, or you bow out early and we make fun of you anyway. Either way, you have put yourself into a losing proposition. So, good on you, Pookie.
Been homeless before. Funny thing, get a gym membership.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best thing you can do.
It is. Like, legitimately, that is the best advice. If you're looking like you're gonna lose residence and you're gonna be homeless, then get a fucking gym membership.
Get it. You'll get a shower and you'll get a workout in if you want it.
Yeah. And it's someplace safe to seek refuge from time to time from the powers that be and crazy fuckers.
Especially if you can find a 24-hour gym, because you can go to sleep in their parking lot, and then when the cops harass you, which they will, You can be like, oh shit, I was just about to hop in the gym, and then you just fucking dip out and go to the gym for an hour.
Yeah. Hit the gym, lawyer up. Let's see. Let's go through some of Bagheera's fucking highlights here. Let's pop their history. Here's a good one. CRT is designed to make white people feel sorry for things they've never done. Let's see. Black people.
I fucking hate CRT. Nobody on Twitch fucking knows what it is.
Black people buying guns. Black people bought the most. The gun sales were the highest amongst blacks in the past 6 months. The only thing that statement lacked was the gun sales was highest amongst the blacks. Right. That's all that was missing from that one. Let's see. Likes to repeat a lot of things too. He thought, hang on, I just have to check this one because this is so fucking weird that I have to look it up just in case. Yeah, they weren't even a thing. They barely left a mark. Fucking socialism results in Lebanon. It's wait, what? Jordan Peterson is GOAT. Libya is an ungovernable state thanks to Obama. Let's see.
I mean, hold on, that one's kind of right.
It was ungovernable to start with.
I mean,
we just made it worse as we always do. Let's see. He got into a fight with Ace, premarital, and simps all in one fucking string of shit. Okay, so the second comment, he came in on the stream for the very first time in January. Are you left or right? And then immediately asked, why do the left keep censoring me? So he's had a victim complex from day one.
Well, he's been here since January.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much censorship you've faced here.
It comes by about once every half a month, it seems like. There seemed to be a gap. From March to July, he took a fucking break. And then July, and then August again. And now he's back. He believes Biden is the worst president we've seen in decades.
I mean, that fails to be who knows?
I mean, granted, we've still got another few years, but I mean,
troops are back in Afghanistan, so you know.
But I mean, it's par for the course for a bunch of presidents, so that's sort of a wash in a whole bunch of areas.
Yeah, I tend to be a single issue when it comes to presidents. It's like, are you how warlike are you? It's like 70% of my shit.
Oh, some of these are fucking hilarious, actually. Close that. Given their takes, it'd be like me hiding behind a username of Heinrich Himmler, which I do not do, says Gemma. Yeah, Trump's gonna be reinstated this Friday. Pillow Guy told me so. Biden is a commie puppet, he said.
I mean, how far off the mark is he there? I mean, he's getting paid, probably.
Well, that probably means he's not communist then.
Well, I mean, but a puppet of the CCP, I guess, technically makes you a commie puppet.
The CCP's not communist.
Right. Well, I mean, they're communists in name only, but I mean, technically.
Show
right?
me the commies that are puppeting Biden. Show me the commies, just plain and simple. Please,
Yeah.
please, somebody show me the commies.
I'm just saying, he's gotten some checks from people that call themselves commie.
Yeah, well, I call myself an astronaut. That doesn't make it true. No, they're not. They're fucking monarchical. Juche is a monarchical hierarchy. It's not communist. It's a stratified vanguard system. GPRK isn't at all.
Hey, Anemone, the appropriate response for Trolling 101 would have been a quote, and then from Kai, and then with capital and lowercase letters, and then you just say, "That's not real communism."
Willie, fair enough. These guys are jerks. And yet, you choose to hang out. What does that say about you, actually? Are you a bit of a masochist? Are you into this, Anemone? Are you getting off on this? Is this your kink? You like to go?
Supposedly, Anemone is a female from Australia and a masochist. Like, hold on, might need to slide into my DMs.
Yeah, like, I mean, you're the one who came here for this abuse. You literally made a target out of yourself, and you have stirred it up. So I have to assume you like this in some way, shape, or form. So, like, are you a bit of a masochist streak?
Hold on. They didn't say they were a female. They actually said they have a female body.
No.
So this might be an Australian trap over here.
No. They straight said, "Ugh, gross. I'm female, and I don't like that."
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, I don't even like that. So yeah. Yeah.
Press X to doubt.
Oh, I love doing that to people. Fucking literally, I'll just stand here and I'll just sit here and hold the controller and just start pushing the button.
Story girl for you, I'll stop.
I mean, Gemma, it's bound to happen. Like, you feel free to ask him to stop, and he has agreed to stop. But I mean, again, see the channel statement of praxis. So. Yes, I'm female and anti-communist evil. Pookie. Sweetheart. I'm pressing X so hard right now, my button gonna break. Yeah. Nobody believes you. And then a minute. Nobody believes you. Like, literally nobody believes you. Nobody believes. Like, they don't even believe you're Australian, let alone female, let alone whatever. Like, right? You are so far into the doubt territory. Like, no one believes you. It is adorable that you're still here. Honestly, all I can assume is that you are sexually attracted to me. That's it. You're enjoying this. You like looking at me, and you like this level of abuse that you're taking on the channel. This is doing it for you in some way, shape, or form. This is the only conclusion I can arrive at this point, is that you have been enjoying this. So, just saying, I'm not your type. You're not my type. But I get it. I've had plenty of women try and turn me over the years. They see it as a challenge. They like the game. They like the chase. They like the pursuit. And, you know, I get it. I totally get it. But, I mean, it's not going to happen, babe. So. female. Yeah. Oh, now they're claiming to be Mexican. I'm Mexican, okay? I'm an immigrant. Soon to be immigrant. Mexican Australian female pub owner with bad internet. So how long until we roll for base stats?
Story girl. Look, I said I would stop. So like I don't know if you're just like expounding upon it or what. Like, and I'm not trying to be offensive in any way. I don't think that's what that term means to most people that use it. I don't think that the idea behind that term is meant to target trans women specifically. I'm fairly certain that is meant to delineate a type of person that is not transitioning and is instead just maybe of a twinkish body type and is engaging in playing, right? And is not per se a transsexual or transgender per se. I mean, like, you could say maybe transsexual, but I don't think there's an equivocation to the two that people are using as a means to say that like transgender people are trying to trick people into doing that. I think it's a different delineation, at least most of the way that I've heard it used.
So let's see. Wait, they said something. I'm coming to America. Mex-Australian pub owner, coming to America soon. Elle even sort of, Elle said, it's used in transphobic ways in exactly that way sometimes, but your usage is legit too. So nuance, everybody. Look at that. You are adorable. I'm actually, I'm warming up to you, only because I'm starting to feel sorry for you. I'm starting to pity you. And when I pity somebody, like my emotive responses kick in, you know, the empathetic response starts to kick in, and I start to actually warm up to people. So, get a life. Get a life. I
think it works. I think it works both ways. I think I get. I think it's the nuance that we were discussing earlier from Elle, right? Like, it is the being tricked into thing, but it's not usually describing trans people. But I think it's also like the tricking yourself thing.
I couldn't imagine sitting on a stream being mauling the entire time, like, right? Like, the only time I've ever even gotten close to that is like watching an infrared stream back in the day, and that was just like sheer morbid curiosity. And I wasn't mauling. I was just like, dude, this is fucking insane, right? Like, this is like watching a car wreck sort of thing, like in slow motion, right? I couldn't imagine. She just gave away the game with that one. You gave away the game on that one. Your pity means gruel forever. No thanks. You let the axe slip a little too much on that one. See? Pookie. You're just here to look at my pretty face because I make you feel funny. Caboose, take care of yourself. I love you, man. Scroll up, Nathaniel. It's up there, but it's Skyline by Electrolyte and Coven. Later, links. When? Did that one just get by me? Wait, 13 minutes ago. Oh, it was redacted. It's always redacted. It's always fucking redacted. Redacted. You are constantly making me fucking spin. Hey, Even though you redeemed this redacted, I'm gonna dedicate this one to this one goes out to you. I'm thinking of you when I'm doing this. Does that make you uncomfortable? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Why are you gay? I'm starting to think they have a censor on their keyboard. They have to misspell gay to get it by. Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. That's give me a sec there. Oof.
Yo, anarcho-doomerism didn't get banned?
No.
They just got banned, and that's why they disappeared.
What do you mean?
Oh no, I just thought they got banned because they like said like a ton of death threats.
Oh, interesting. No.
And then well, they're like all their they like DM'd me a bunch of wild shit, and then like I thought like it disappeared randomly, and I was like, oh, their account must have got banned or something.
Sorry. I wish I could share.
I didn't see anything under your skirt. Yo, the mask is coming off.
Oh,
they were looking hard.
Oh,
and I mean that in more ways than one.
You gotta be more careful than that, man.
Oh.
I wish
I love it. Where can I get these people in my chat? What level do I have to be where I can get these people in my chat? I love this energy.
So here's what. When do you guys stream?
Like 8:30 to midnight Eastern usually, or like 1 Eastern.
5 to okay. So if you guys can, tell you what, I can probably hook a bunch and then bring them over on like one of my 5:30 streams. Like if I tap out, if I do a quick stream and tap out by like 8:30, 9 o'clock my time, that means you guys would probably be like midnight Eastern. So you could maybe close out the show with like some I pull over, because I can hook them.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I want that pure chud energy. Like I need it.
Yeah, actually, you're right. For like BMN, I could tap early this week since we've got a couple of people back east that really want to do the Neil Breen retrospective with us. I could do an early tap on Friday and be off by 9 o'clock or something like that.
Oh no, I mean, I appreciate it. Friday is I got my kids this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, and it is all about the stream title. It is. Go to the politics channel, stream in politics. Don't go to just chatting. Start in politics. You can switch it over, but start in politics and put. You might want to drop the ANCAP thing because that's not gonna hook them. What you want is something that pisses the chuds off. Go-tos, just off the top of my head, real men wear skirts. You will have a fucking like a bucket full. You'll just have a bucket full of these people. Like straight up. like anything that challenges the traditional sense of masculinity tends to just hook them. So, yeah, but the stream title is a big thing. Yeah, fucking bucketful.
I have to get more trolly with my titles.
Yeah, it's an art. It is an art. But like I said, anything that challenges the status quo is usually pisses them off. I did one week, let's see how many chuds and tankies we can piss off. And dude, we had more than just like, yeah, just bring in the next one.
The only ones I get a lot of neoliberals that get mad at me.
Oh yeah, I piss neolibs off like left, right, and center.
I put something like capitalism is moral as like my thing, and like the neolibs come out of nowhere, and like the SJWs and like the fake commies.
What's up, Raphael? Yeah, you gotta bait them with the fucking stream title. Yeah, if you want the chud energy, go for anything that challenges traditional masculine traits. If you want the tankies, I mean, they're pretty easy to bait out. Just say something nice about capitalism. Actually, the tankies you can bait out easier with something like pro USA. Right, because they're all in. Like I've seen.
No, I'm not doing that to my stream.
Well, I mean this is how you get these people. You gotta bait the hook, man.
Yeah. But we're not Saul Alinsky in here, right?
Hey,
we make our stream titles honest.
What's the point of that? L, that is the most gay. Okay. That right there.
Oh shit.
So let's see. Let me pop your history, Doomerism.
I was about to say you don't have to fucking say shit.
I
think he got super mad because I refused to ban him and I just kept timing him out, and people kept timing him out.
Well, the fucking talking about your kids shit is over the line for me. Like, if you want to shit on Scott for being like an ANCAP, that's fine. If you wanna fucking shit on Scott for basically any other reason, I don't give a shit. But if you want to sit in chat and fucking say shit like that about his relationship with his children, that's over the line. I've already reported your account. Like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's a thing. So. I mean, did you redeem one? Sven? You did. I see it.
They're like on time now. Like every 20 minutes.
What? DMs behind the scenes from him?
No, the skirt spin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's dude, it quickly became a channel favorite, let's just put it that way. Let it, just give it a rest, man.
Look at it, boys. Read it and weep.
Joe, did you switch the camera like perfectly?
Pretty mostly, yeah.
That was like epic level trolling there, Joe. Denied.
Oh shit.
We saw it start to spin. All right, so yeah, and gone. Fucking Joe. Solid trolling there, Joe. Literally makes false accusations of me and Kai says nothing. I pointed out the obvious that ANCAPs are pedos and they get mad. No, what annoyed me was the fact that you brought his children into it. If you want to make generalizations about the libertarian right and some predilections, that's a meme. I don't give a shit. But if you want to individually call out and say things that like that, no, that's over the line.
Like, I mean, like it really just points out to like, why does your mind go there?
I find that wholly unacceptable. So, with that, doomerism, no. Maybe one day I pull bans usually after a few months, just because I believe in second chances. But for this time, no, you're not welcome here. You don't make those kind of false accusations about people. Those, especially in our society, those are damning and damaging accusations. Even they're never to be taken lightly. That isn't something you should toss around lightly either. That's a very serious fucking thing to say. So no, fuck off.
Story girl coming after Anemone.
Oh yes, fucking Gemma's gonna fucking like elbow check this fucker. I believe in second comings. Prince. Oh, Flower Prince.
Of Christ? That's dirty.
Fucking. I maintain that Mr. Rogers was the second coming of Christ, and he came back and he did what he thought he could do, and he's like, you know what? They're not ready. I'm out.
You ever see that video of him talking to Congress or talking to the senator?
Oh, of course.
That wanted to fucking cut the PBS funding.
It's one of the most
from
beautiful
like 20
things
to
ever.
10 million.
Yeah, he's like, you got your 20 million.
He actually bumped it to 22 million.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's difficult. I mean, it's like a grown ass man. It's like, how do you not reach the end of that with a tear in your eye, right? Like, it's a beautiful thing. Like he is truly sincere and heartfelt and a good human being through and through who gives a shit about us all. And it's like, dude, there's no way you couldn't confront that and be like, oh, all right. Like a hardened, cynical senator's heart fucking melted at the touch of
Republican heart.
I just, Mr. Rogers is the only evidence that I will hear for a second coming of Jesus Christ. Like if Jesus existed and there was a second coming, Mr. Rogers is the evidence for it. Beyond
did I ever tell you that there's a ward in Israel near the Wailing Wall, a psych ward for people that have God complex?
No, but that's not surprising.
And I want to be there so bad because it is an entire psych ward filled with people that believe that they are the Messiah. And God, do I just want to be a fly on the wall during those breakfast conversations?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I would go with you. I'd go. Yeah.
So, like, I just want to see like 7 or 8 people arguing about who actually is the second coming. Oh, it would be so amazing.
Just Christ. No, I'm Jesus Christ. No, I'm Jesus Christ.
Right. It's like Jesus Christ wasn't the Messiah. I am the Jewish Messiah that has come. I rode on a mule. Did you ride on a mule? I didn't ride on a mule. I came in a Tesla.
Viva, all I can say is that it's definitely me.
Oh shit.
Fucking Trump is the Messiah and he'll save us all, said Amorous. Yeah, even L's down. Like, fucking L's like, yeah, I'm down for that too. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, that'd be an interesting video to watch for sure. Like, if we had video of the, like, break room or lunch area of the psych ward that specializes in people with a Messiah complex right by the Wailing Wall, I was like, hey, I have this video, y'all motherfuckers would be clamoring to see it. Trust me, I would be too. Like, we're watching this. This is a thing we're gonna watch.
Oh gosh.
Kaiser, I'm already rating my holy book. Came into Tesla might debunk the Immaculate Conception bit. Jesus Christ, Gemma. Oh God. Donkey Jesus is King Kong. All right, let me refresh this and see if there's any bullshit. We could do a TV show about who's the next Jesus. Oh, that would be kind of fun, actually. Next week on Who's the Real Jesus. It put them all in a house. Real world style.
My gosh, real world style.
Yeah, you got to do it real world style. If you don't do this real world style, then you fuck the format right out of the gate. You do it real world style. You put them all in a house. Yeah. Make them get a job like they do in real world. Like, give them a fucking bullshit job, like club promoters or something like that. Just give them a fucking thing to do. You got to give them a job.
Right. No, but here's the other thing. You have to vote off one person a week, and half of the people are comedians.
Oh.
And half of the people legitimately have a Messiah complex.
Oh.
And they have to try and figure out who the real Jesus is.
It's like that, it was like that one show, what did they do? Like, oh God, hang on, it was like vote the gay guy off, or like find the gay guy.
Is that a thing?
It was a thing. But there was a trick to it.
Savior Survivor.
What was it? Because it was like a trick. Like there was only like one dude. Is it that? I've merged like ideas in my head, maybe. It might be Joe Schmo plus something else that I've merged in my head. Savior Survivor. Next week on Savior Survivor. Will put him on an island? Put them on an island. They just constantly try to walk on water. It's like stop. Can we wrangle? We need a Jesus wrangler. They're trying to walk on water again, and number 4 is drowning.
Comedian walking on like what is it? It's like cornstarch and water.
Oh, a non-Newtonian fluid.
Yeah, non-Newtonian fluid.
Yeah, or just put some plexiglass out there, like rig it up in the middle of the night, and let like one of the comedians just
let the comedians walk on the water.
Yeah,
and then let the people with Messiah complex like look after each other, like, all right, who's gonna try it?
Yeah, that's solid fucking work. Okay, so all I'm saying, will the real JC please stand up? Attention, please, will the real JC please stand up? All I'm saying is if, like, we pitched this to the right people, this would get made. Like, this is, I'm sorry, this is fucking funny. Like, you may not be able to get it made in America. You might need like a European sense of humor for this. I could see the Germans making this. Like, let somebody else handle the humor portion of it, but I could see the Germans producing it. Like, they wouldn't give a shit. You need some European sensibilities with the production of this, but you need like somebody who actually knows what's funny to make the show.
Amazon would do it.
You're right. They would. Viva, who is German, literally said, I could see Italy making it. There you go. Joe said, I'll steal the idea. Yeah, it's... I remember... okay, so this Japanese dude, he's one of the, like... he's a very famous Japanese comedian, and you know their comedy style is very weird. Amazon gave him a show, and there's seasons of it. And it's been ripped off a bunch of times elsewhere. So if you've seen this format somewhere else, it was literally created by this Japanese dude. They take a bunch of comedians, they put them in a fucking house for a couple of days, and their job is to not laugh. Don't laugh. If you laugh, you're out. It's that simple. It is a house full of comedians. If you laugh, you're out. And so, like, Amazon, when he came back for his second season, he did this interview, and he said, Amazon has been great. He said, you know, they've been really accepting of what we want to do. He said they came to me even and said, look, if you want to put a guy's penis and balls on the air, we're fine with that. Right? Like, they were all in. Like, you can do full frontal male nudity, and we will put this on the air for you. It's like, okay. I think Amazon would produce the fucking Savior Survivor. I do.
Yeah, I think you could do it. It might be illegal, though.
I mean, we just have to find some place with, like, no medical ethics guidelines whatsoever. Right? Like, yeah, it's definitely exploitation. But, I mean, since when has Hollywood had a problem with exploiting people?
What are you talking about? Hollywood, we get all of our moral virtues from Hollywood.
Exactly. Yes, they've definitely never ruined a child's life. Corey Haim, what?
Oh God! Did you ever see that video of behind the scenes of oh my God, Leonardo DiCaprio with what is it, Brian Peck?
No.
It is very clear he's being sexually groomed by someone that was who was charged with 8 counts of he was charged with 8 counts of sexual abuse of a minor, whatever the exact charge, which I can't remember. He pled guilty to 2, did a little bit of prison time, and now works for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
As a coach for children. He's supposed to stay 150 feet away from children, but he is a coach for children.
2 counts of abusing children, 8 counts of sexual abuse, including abuse by anesthesia or controlled substance, meaning he doped them.
Mm-hmm. And there's video. It's something like called like Best Kept Secret in Hollywood or something.
Yeah.
And it's just him like calling him a hunk and like rubbing his shoulders and then like rubbing his crotch and smiling. And it's like the video was literally just put out like for the public.
Corey Haim was not the gay Disney dude. Corey Haim was like 1980s fucking Lost Boys. He was the other half to fucking Corey Feldman. They were constantly together. But he starred in a movie called Lucas, in which he starred alongside Charlie Sheen. And Corey Feldman has alleged straight up numerous times Charlie Sheen raped Corey Haim. It's been put out there. These are the allegations. Nothing has ever been proven one way or the other, but Corey Haim did start to spiral. after that film. So just saying. And that is far from the only instance of that occurring. So yeah, there's you know, yeah, I like we said, Hollywood has never really had an issue with violating ethics or, you know, raping children. So I think we could get them to produce Save Your Survivor, right? It's a little exploitation of the mentally ill. They'd probably be comfortable with that.
I found the video, by the way.
Oh God. All right, we're gonna do this, aren't we? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Look, if you're gonna take over the queue, you're gonna have to occasionally tackle Hollywood and child exploitation.
All right, this is gonna be uncomfortable. Just know that. If you've got sensitivities, turn away quickly. This is gonna be uncomfortable.
Ask her, Cameron. I don't. Well, I see my pictures there, and it's fun seeing those, and I haven't really got the full impact of it yet, so.
I don't know about that teen thing. I mean, I think it's good. I think it's good for publicity.
You started like 2 minutes in.
They don't.
Oh well, that's the link you sent me was timestamped.
Oh, my bad. That was just where I was at already. My bad. You can skip the middle. You just need the beginning and the end.
Who do I look like?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, I know we can show them. Our little drawings.
Show us the little drawings.
Oh, you see, we draw drawings of each other. Brian is the famous artist, and we always make fun of each other and portray each other in silly, satirical ways.
Leo's job on this set, for some reason, is to make fun of me all day long.
Okay, so here we have Robert De Niro, right there. See Robert?
From the beginning, Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was destined to be a spirited boy. He received his first name after swiftly kicking his mother from her womb as she admired a Leonardo da Vinci painting. Born in Los Angeles on November 11, 19...
Muscles.
Latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol.
There it goes. See, you like it?
Leo, as you know, is the latest, hottest, hunkiest teen idol there is.
Yeah, his muscles.
Look, speaking of hunky, huh?
Leo, what's it like to be a teen idol?
Ask her, Cameron. I don't. Well, I see my pictures there, and it's fun seeing those, and I haven't really got the full impact of it yet, so.
I don't know about.
That guy who is touching him and talking about how he's a hunky teen idol was convicted of drugging and molesting children.
And currently works for Nickelodeon coaching child actors. Yeah.
Like, it's like, if this were any other situation, you'd be like, oh, you're reading into it a bit. No, Pookie. No. That motherfucker has raped children.
All of a sudden, it starts to make sense why Leonardo DiCaprio has to dump girls when they turn 25.
Yeah, Flower Prince. I saw that too. The fucking hand pull. That was uncomfortable as well. Yeah. Ugh. Well, that's a thing.
Just ruin your night with that little bit of fun.
Yeah. It didn't ruin my night. It's just like, these fuckers. Hey, we got a fucking idiot. Moron. Fucking Doomerism made it into the Discord and said proudly radical defends pedo and caps. Let's see. Sees pedophiles everywhere. Likely projecting. Be careful.
Yeah, I've seen it, Angie. I just responded with an emoji that said facts.
And now let's just
Right. That was interesting timing for the record.
There you go. Hey, meat. Just banning somebody from the Discord server right now. So there we go. He's gone now. Can't have him hanging around. That's that's just how that goes. Time is it? 3:14. Let's see. Who the fuck? Let me check. Oh, for sure that's happening. For sure. Okay. There we go. One of my favorite people. All right, Sven. We'll do this speed run. All right. So we're gonna raid over to one of my favorite people. Public Loser. Public is really good people. I love them to death. That's where one of the few streamers that you can actually find me hanging out and watching their stream. Public is one of my like safe spaces. Yeah, I adore Public. Yeah, Gemma and Scott, like, good on you two for like, that was good. That was healthy the way you two approached that. Mad props. Either way,
I'm always coming from a place of love. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah, Lynx could have taken a deep breath on that one.
But I'm a right winger, so my information is always a little behind.
Yeah, well. Either way, 5:30 p.m. stream tomorrow. Hump day. We'll catch y'all later. Yeah. Hope you're as well as you can be. Till next time, guys.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Always. All right.